All right. Hi, guys. Let me make sure that my sound is working before I get too into this. Hi, Zeke. Welcome. Good to see you. I actually also want to check. I got a little bit of background music for the stream, so give me 1 second. I'm going to see if that works okay. Does it need to be a little bit louder? You might hear me twice for a second, guys. Can we hear the stream music? All right, let's go. I think that's okay. I don't know if you guys can hear the stream music. You'll have to tell me if it's too loud or not. We'll just have to see. Gonzalez, hello. Welcome. Devin, hello. Angelo, hello. Shiny Beyblade, hello. Kuromi, hello. Ninja, hello, hello. It is Rex, hello. I know, a ranking stream. Ooh. Ooh, we're about to get into it. This is a little bit different, so I'm trying to like organize everything and get it like sounding okay. Glad we made a little earlier. Yes, it's good to have you, Devin. Hi, Celine. Hi, Divine. I've been good, thank you. How are you? Haku, hello. You can hear it, Zerx. I'm glad. Prickly Zodiac, hello. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Rory, hello, hello. Matari says, hey, sadly can't stay for the stream. Been revising and watching Bleach all day, so I'm gonna go to sleep early for once. So I hope you have a good stream. Love the new type of stream. Thank you, Mataku. I appreciate that so much. Good job on the revising, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in a future stream soon, okay? Hi, Devin. You got Shiny Reshiram. Let's go, Celine. That's awesome. Trainer Joker. Hello, hello. It's soft, but it's nice. Would you like it a little bit louder? I can do a little bit louder if you'd like a little bit louder on the background music. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I didn't want to do it too loud because I'm going to be talking, so I just didn't want it to be distracting for that. That's all. Destroyer, hello, hello. You think W shiny intake's coming? I'll go over the parameters of what I'm going to be doing when I do this tier list, so you guys are just going to have to go with me, but I'll say hi to everyone first. Ring around the rosy. Hello, lovely to see you in the stream. Welcome. Gonna be half lurking as I'm currently playing some League of Legends. Hope you've been okay and have some good days. Oh, thank you, Ninja. I appreciate that. Good luck in League, and I hope the same for you. That's good, Zodiac. I'm doing not too bad, thank you. I'm now playing Bellsprout Com Day. Oh, that's awesome, Kuromi. Good luck. Akira, hi. Yes, thank you. I actually organized to do something a little different today, so that should be fun. Oh, nice. Good luck on the Curum, Celine. Ellie, hi, good to see you. So let's be honest, if it's pink, it's going to be an S tier. We'll see. We'll get to them, and I'll talk through it all when we get there. Barker, hello. I'm excited too. Something a little different. Hi, Mr. Who. I'm doing okay. I'm sick there. Oh no, Divine. I hope you start feeling better soon. Congratulations on your shiny Corviknight. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate that a lot. Toga Dream, hello. Good to see you. You're definitely going to hurt people's feelings with this. I know, Jeff. I know I'm gonna hurt some feelings, so if the music sounds okay, it's not too quiet or too loud, and we're good in the middle, I'm gonna be doing a lot of yap in this stream, all right? So I'll try my best to keep up with the chat, but it's gonna be a little bit hard. So coming into this, what my goal is. Hi Sherry, good to see you, by the way. Hi Joey. Show no mercy. I love you guys. You're the best. So with this, I want to make the parameters clear for what we're doing here. Hello, Steve. Good to see you. Nido King isn't an ST, all right? Oh no. Well, we'll get over it. We'll go over it when we get there. Buddy app time. That's right. Fish fry. I can't even do the sounds because I'm smiling too much. Thanks. I've got to go to the funeral. Oh yeah, that's true. That's not good, Divine. Well, I hope you start feeling better soon. Hi, Nin. Good to see you. My cat. He does look like he has a bad sunburn. Tila says, "What's going to kick off World War III?" I think so. So obviously, first and foremost, when ranking these shinies, this is all going to be just my opinion, okay? So I'm literally going to be taking into account how the shiny fits with the Pokemon's design. I'm not rating the actual Pokemon itself. So if I say, would have grabbed Bulbasaur and I'm like, oh, I'm putting it in B tier, it doesn't necessarily mean that I think Bulbasaur is B tier. I'm just thinking what I think of the shiny. That's just off the top of my head. I don't actually know. I thought a little bit about some of these, but then I was like, I think it's probably better I wait till I just do it off the cuff on stream. So just straight up off the bat, I'm just going to be going like, okay, for the shiny, what do I think? All right. I organized it so there's not going to be other Pokemon in terms of like there's not going to be Hisuian forms, there's not going to be Dynamax forms, there's not going to be Megas, there's nothing like that. It's just the base 151 Pokemon that we're going to start with. I think I'm going to run this in order. Yeah, I think so. I think I'll just go in order because that's going to be the easiest for me to keep up with. But yeah, so don't get offended if I don't put your favorite shiny in S tier. I'm sorry, I just want to be honest. This is why I've put this kind of stream off for so long, because I don't want to hurt feelings. But remember, it's nothing personal. I'm just going to be going through and talking about my feelings on shinies, and I'll see what you guys think. We can have a bit of a discussion, all right? We're just going to do 151 because you guys were right. I was thinking about it in the other stream, and I was like, this is probably going to take a long time talking about 151 Pokemon. Some of them will probably be quick because I'll be like, yep, this is how I feel, this is that. But then other ones I might be talking through a bit, so we'll get into it. I guess one thing to say is, I mean, you guys are going to be sweet. I don't think we're going to have a problem, but please, if I don't agree with the shiny, please don't be actually mean. Like, it's all good to have a bit of banter and stuff like that. But, you know, actually getting really mad and stuff like that, we don't want that. We just want to have a good time, talk about shiny Pokemon, and maybe you guys can convince me otherwise, but I'm just going to go with what I feel, all right? Thank you, Mean Cup. I know, we're going to have to be honest here, all right? I'm going to be honest. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Everyone is allowed to have their own opinions. I agree, Akira. Hi, Endermoon. Good to see you. Persian is totally S tier. Oh, it's going to be interesting because Gen 1, now keep in mind for those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do, but with Gen 1, these Pokemon were generated, I believe, by a computer. Now, some of them have changed over time, like you guys might remember, Charizard was originally purple for the shiny, and now they've made it black. So there are just certain shinies like that, you know, they've changed a bit, but a lot of them are kind of slight variations of what the computer made them be. So, you know, we'll just see how we go. I think it'll be fun too. Hi, Holly. Good to see you. Please make it personal. I want you to destroy my emotions. Oh, no, Joey. I don't want to do that. Oh, thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. Oh, no, the pitchfork barker. Jessica, hi. Good to see you. Lovely to have you on the stream. Thank you, Mr. Who. I appreciate that. I'll only be upset if spaghetti is the moth is higher than F tier. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll see. Can't wait to see where you put Seal and Dugong. It's going to be interesting. Hi, Jaden. Golduck should not be allowed on the tier list. That's funny. Charizard was purple in Gen 2. You are correct. I kind of like purple Charizard. Not going to lie. I did too. All right. Well, without further ado, hi, Hayo. Let's get into it. Bulbasaur. All right. So how I'm going to go with the ranking is S is like, it's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. I don't need to see it done differently. And D is going to be like, I wish that it was completely different. Like, I just don't like it. And then I'll kind of go over my ratings. So let's get into it and see where we go. Psyduck is a better shiny than Golduck. You won't change my mind. I'm not going to lie. I might agree with that. We'll see. Purple shiny Charizard reminds me of Ridley from Metroid, which is funny. Yeah, Darrigan Paintbrush, Sherry, you are absolutely correct. That's exactly what I'm thinking. All right, so Bulbasaur. Let's get off with the beginning starters, the Kanto starters. What are we going to say for the shinies? We're going to go through the line. I'm going to start with Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur, I love Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, you guys might think this is strange, but I actually like the change on this one. I'm not going to lie. It's not, you know, it's not like Charizard. It's not like, bang, we're completely switching our colors around, complete 180. But it's nice. I like this. I feel like if I was in the Pokemon world and I was there looking at a group of Bulbasaur and I saw that one in the group, I'd be like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of rare. It's a little different. And I feel like that's like how it would work. Now, keep in mind, I might have the same opinion and say it doesn't work for other Pokemon, but that's just part of the fun. Hi, Pokefan Babu. I'm doing good. How are you? First time I found a shiny Pokemon was my brother was playing Leaf Green and we were like, why is the mature green? Oh, that's funny. Hi, Jordan. Congrats on all the shinies. I think for me, this could be a crazy take, but I think Bulbasaur is A tier. I think Bulbasaur shiny is A tier. I actually really, really like it. I think it's really nice. It's almost fully perfect, although I think you could do something crazy with it that could also work as well. So it's going in A tier for me for this shiny. I think it looks really good. I'm sure all the ones that barely change are going to be D tier. You're pretty accurate. Just looking at the first few rows, there's a lot of green. There is a lot of green. There's a lot of green shinies and yellow shinies in Gen 1. That's one thing I will say. Can you just whether the original shiny colors are better than the current ones or if your opinions differ? I'll go over it as much as I can for sure. I'll try to be fair with that. How to make cancel culture mad? It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. So if, you know, it's understandable if you have a different take. It's okay. We're allowed to have different opinions. But good to see you, by the way, SF. Bulbasaur's 2D sprite was done dirty by the changes of 3D. Yeah, that's also another thing. I guess we're looking at the 3D sprites at the moment, so it's hard to kind of take in the 2D ones. So we're just going to go off of this. All right, now Ivysaur. Okay. This is where we get a little interesting, all right? We see a bit more change here. This is kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. I actually really like Ivysaur, and I think for me it's an S tier shiny. I don't think I need to see Ivysaur change. I like it a lot. I really like it a lot. The flower on the back turning yellow, all of the greens complement each other super, super well. I think this is a great shiny. I think for me, this is like the eyes turn yellow. Like, I don't know what it is. This is probably going to be a wild first opinion, but I think it's an S tier shiny Ivysaur. I really, really like it. I like the design. I feel like because it's so small and compact, it just works really well, in my opinion. Subtle but shiny. Yeah, but noticeable. I agree with that, Zodiac. Yeah, you'd go C for Bulbasaur. That's fair. That's fair. Can live with that. I'll take it. I feel like the change should have been more, but put there like for Pink Cherry Blossoms. Pink Cherry Blossoms would be super cute, but I'm not gonna lie. There's something about these shinies that I really like. I don't know if you categorize the Bulbasaur line as green shinies or green and yellow shinies, but either way, I think they look good. The other two are A tier. I love the gold flower on the back on Ivysaur and Venus. Well, yes, I was gonna say Venusaur now. Listen, I know what I said about Ivysaur, but for some reason, I think I like the color palette change a little bit more on Ivysaur than I do on Venusaur. And I don't know if it's this little trunk here that makes me think that. But I think for me, Venusaur's going to go A. It's not going to go S like Ivysaur. I just really think that the design works super well on Ivysaur, but Venusaur, there's something just slightly off. I don't know if I think the little branch under the flower maybe could be like a bit darker, or maybe they could have changed the flower to be a different color. I don't know why. Ivysaur seems S tier to me. Venusaur, the shiny, I like it a lot, but it's just missing something for me to give it that S tier for the shiny. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Shiny hunting is basically just prime target for opinionative arguments. I agree. That's it. I'm like, you guys can have, you know, discourse, but I'm gonna be honest about what I think, because I don't want to lie. I think that's the big thing. There's no point me doing the tier list if I'm just gonna say what everyone wants me to say. I gotta say what feels right in my heart, okay? Shiny hunting is basically, yeah, that's it. Oh, nice Divine. Ivysaur's golden eyes make it a better shiny, in my opinion. Bulbasaur's eyes don't change, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that red is very similar. So if anything, maybe a shade or two different, but not enough for me to be like, okay, that's like, you know, maybe if the eyes had turned yellow or turned pink, that would have brought it up that little bit more for me. But yeah, that's where I'm thinking. Shiny Scizor, nice hair. That's awesome. I don't know. What are you thinking for the name? The open mouth and we see the pink clash with the green. That could be it, Barker. That could be it. Maybe that's what it is, because Bulbasaur has that too. So maybe that's what's clashing here. I don't know. All right, this is where I get a little bit nervous. Pro Gamer High. This is where I get a little bit nervous talking about the Charmander line here. Okay. We're talking about shinies here. We're not talking about the Pokemon. We're talking about shinies. I like Charmander shiny, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. It's very subtle, in my opinion, which is similar to Bulbasaur. It's similar to Bulbasaur. But I think I just want more from this shiny, which is hard because Charmander's design is, like, the flame tail's cool, but I feel like overall it's a more simple design. Like, if you compare to, like, Charizard, it's hard because I want a little bit more for this. That's what I'm thinking. I think I just want a little bit more for Charmander. And I will be honest, I can't give Charmander an S tier for me. I can't give it an S tier. I like the brightness of it. It's hard because I'm trying to take into account so many things. Like, I love seeing Charmander shiny in Pokemon Go. But then I think overall, like, I don't know. I just don't know. Hi, Noah. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Charizard and S tier. We'll see. Need to stay awake until you know who shows up. No, that's all good, Rory. No stress. If Ivysaur opened its mouth, it would have the same problem. Probably Akira. But going off the sprites, we'll go with that. Maybe that's what it is. B tier 100%. I was going to say, hey, I know that people might not like this. It's not Charmander. It's the shiny. I think Charmander is a B tier shiny as well. For some reason, I think, like, even though Bulbasaur's a subtle design, like a subtle change, I think for Charmander, I want to see more than it just turning a little bit like of a lighter yellow. I think that's what it is. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say the same thing for Charmeleon as well. Because I just think they're both very, very subtle, and in a way that I think they could have been subtle in another way and it could have worked really well. Like, imagine if you changed the flame on the shinies for this. But like I said, we gotta give credit here that these shinies were designed by computers. You know, this was not like a person sat down and recolored them. So that's kind of where I stand on those ones at the moment. BT is acceptable. No, that's fair. Bulbasaur shiny line, best Kanto starter line. I really do like shiny Bulbasaur line. I think it's great. And Galaxy Mations, hi! Awesome! Happy early birthday. Been playing Life is Strange and Mafia. That sounds like a good day, Noah. Charmeleon is very dull gold. Honestly, C tier. No, that's fair. That's fair. For me, I don't know. I actually kind of like it a little bit more on Charmeleon, but not enough to be like, yeah, like it jumps a whole tier for that. It's not bad. The flame color change would be really cool. Now, this one is probably not going to be a surprise for you guys, but we have Charizard. I'm rating it off the black Charizard. I'm not going to rate it off the purple. I think this is an easy S. Like, even if you aren't the biggest Charizard fan, you have to admit that the colors on Charizard look amazing. Like, they look fantastic. The black and red is so clean. I'm trying to think of another Pokemon shiny that when it turns shiny, it turns black and red. Like, I can't think of any off the top of my head. Like, there's a lot that turn red, and there's a few that turn black, but I think that this combo is just clean. Like, you can't deny that. Guinea Pig, hi, good to see you. I think Charmander would have looked better if it had similar colors to Fennekin. Yeah, that would have been amazing. I would have loved that. Squirtle got the best shiny line. Well, we're going to get into it here in a second. Put Charizard in D tier. The shiny is overrated. D tier? I mean, I'm looking at this purely objectively. I'm not looking at this like, oh, it's Charizard. I'm not looking at it like this or that. If I saw any Pokemon like take on this color palette, I think it looks good. Well, no, actually, that's right. You guys, Tarantula. Tarantula is another one that gets this color palette, and that's another one that I'd probably put that in S. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's great. All good, Noah, no stress. The whole Charizard line is overrated. That's the thing. I'm not looking at it as Charizard. I'm looking at it, to me, as the shiny. That's the way that I'm going about this, very objectively. For the design and for the shiny color palette, what do I think together? And that's what I'm going for. Try not to get cancelled. I mean, it's probably gonna happen anyway, so it's fine. I don't really mind. I don't think I'm like, I don't want to do this because I don't want to upset people, but at the same time, it's actually really fun. Greninja. Oh yeah, true. True, Greninja. And what was I think I saw someone else say another one as well. Wasn't it Haxorus? That's true, Mark. You're right. Hi, Tyler. I'm good, thank you. How are you? All right, Squirtle. Squirtle. Now, for those of you who don't know, Squirtle was my favorite Kanto starter. I love it a lot. I think it's an awesome Pokemon. But we're talking about shinies here, guys. We're talking about shinies here. All right. I like that Squirtle's shell changes. It's hard because the sprite isn't doing it justice. If you could see the shell from the back, I'd be like, yep, that's pretty awesome. I think for me, this is hard. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that Squirtle is S tier for the shiny. I love Squirtle, but I don't think it's S tier. I think what I would have really, really liked for Squirtle for the shiny if it turned like a more deep purple. I think that would have looked really good. But I just think this isn't, like, for my color palette and what I like, I just don't think I can give it S tier. If I'm being really honest with myself, if I'm being really, 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 really honest with myself, I love Squirtle, but I want to put it in B tier. I'm sorry. I know that not everyone's going to like that. But for the shiny, I think that there's so much they could do with it. There's so much that could be done with it that I just think for me, it's not it. Zippy, hi! Good luck on the Fletchling. I hope you get those sparkles soon. Cancel Buttercup, that's funny. I love Squirtle, but the shiny doesn't do. No, that is completely valid, completely valid. Look at my shiny. I'm convinced shiny Popplio somehow managed to escape the Pokemon sword and found its way into Scarlet. Probably, Jordan. Please throw it, shiny Greninja. Oh, nice, weird kid, nice. Yeah, no, Greninja is another one. The school has been a pain. I'm glad it's the weekend now. Also, I'm getting a new tablet and a microphone for my birthday. Also, just some more clothes. That's awesome, Galaxy Mations. Nice. Well, I'm glad that you don't have to deal with school then for the weekend. Now, Wartortle. Alrighty. Wartortle was actually my favorite in the Squirtle line. Funnily enough, I actually really, really like the design a lot. It's my favorite. I think out of all of the 9 Pokemon that are within the Kanto starters, Wartortle is my favorite. Which means this is really gonna hurt to do. Because I, once again, think that the shiny, there is room for improvement. I don't think it's quite a C tier for me though. I think, if I'm being really honest, even Blastoise, I like Blastoise a lot. I think Blastoise is an improvement on the other two. I think what my brain struggles with a little bit with shiny Blastoise is you've got that like lavender periwinkle kind of color for the body. You've got this green, and it's more of like a yellow green on the shell. And then you've got like this sort of browny orange like lining around the cannons. And I think because the periwinkle blue is more on like the purpley sort of side and the green is more on the yellow side, it's just slightly, the colors are just slightly off from matching each other. And I think that's the one thing that throws me off a little bit with this shiny. That being said, I think that this color works the best on this, like of these three. I think this is the best looking like shiny change. So I'm gonna give it A tier. I like it a lot, but it's just missing S tier for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's just missing S tier. I think maybe if, I don't know, maybe if the shell was a little more blue toned or something, but then would it be too close? I don't know what it is. Just missing out on S tier, but it looks great. I'm not gonna lie. Just finished Konosuba and it's hilarious. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because the new season's out. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Plushes of the Paldean boys. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, okay, nice. Tails is an amazing design choice. Sherry, I absolutely agree. I loved it. Princess Peach, hi, good to see you. Blastoise shiny shell reminds me of Bowser's shell. I can see that for sure. For sure. What if we made a shiny Squirtle black and red? That would look good. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. All right, now getting into our Route 1 Pokemon. We've got Caterpie here. You guys might remember I actually did a video. I haven't actually hunted the Kanto starters on the channel yet, but we did hunt Caterpie in Let's Go. And I like this shiny. I think it's hard because in Gen 1 there is a lot of that, like, I call them like the dusty shinies, where they kind of got that like yellow thing. They look like they've been kind of aged, like antique kind of thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's kind of how I've always seen them. I really like shiny Caterpie. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gold little bug. It's a cute Pokemon. The pink with the yellow actually goes together super well. And fun fact, actually, shiny Caterpie was the first shiny I found in the wild on Pokemon Go. So maybe nostalgia has a little bit of bias here. But it's going A tier. I really like it. I really, really, really like it. I really like it. Do I think it's perfect? I don't know. But I do really like it. S tier immediately. It's up there. It's very close. Like, I would say it's leaning into S tier, but just I can't make myself give it S tier. I don't know why. But we're going with my stomach here. I love the shiny Caterpie, definitely S. It's a very solid shiny for sure. Don, hi! Rankin Pokemon. I approve since you are shiny, putting shiny Charizard in S tier. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. And yes, we are today. Today is the day I probably make a lot of enemies. Petition to cancel Tapu Lele for not being shiny after over 200. I agree, Guinea Pig. I hope it sparkles for you soon. Primeape's arms look like vomit. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I was going to say I haven't even thought about Primeape shiny, so we'll have to get into that. It is up there. It is up there. It's very close. It's very close to me. But then we have Hot Cheeto. Metapod has always looked like a Hot Cheeto to me. I'm not gonna lie. But it's a Hot Cheeto that has an eye. Like, that's pretty peak. And I'm looking just at the shiny here. Now, usually orange doesn't sing to me. I'm not gonna lie. Usually orange doesn't sing to me as a color. But I like this just because it reminds me of a Hot Cheeto. So, this could be crazy to some people. But I'm going to put it in A tier. I'm going to put it in A tier. I like the Hot Cheeto colorway. I think it's fantastic. I think it looks really, really good. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say they're very good shinies. I think they're just slightly off. I mean, I say that it's really cool and I'm like, oh, I'm not putting it in S tier because I love it. But like, why is it not going there? I think it's just because I think there's one other color that if I could just see it in that color part, I would just think that's perfect. But I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Beast right now, this is very offensive to people who like Squirtle and reporting you. It's so sad because Squirtle was my favorite. The angry mob now, I know. There's nothing wrong with looking like a Hot Cheeto. I agree. I agree. Well, this tier is Don approved, so you'll get no beef with me. Hopefully your day is going good. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that, and it has been. I hope yours is too. It is a Cheeto, isn't it? Like a chili pepper or Doritos? Oh, I see that for sure. Now Butterfree. This one's one I'm excited to talk about because I think a lot of us were hoping that the shiny Butterfree was going to look like the one in Bye Bye Butterfree. However, I see this shiny and I still love it. I still think it's a fantastic shiny. And despite wanting it to look like the one in the anime, this might also upset people because of the wrong reason. I think this is an S tier shiny. I love shiny Butterfree so much. I love it. I love the colors. I think the green with the purple and the pink on this, the combo, and then with the white and black arch, like the wings. I think this is a nice shiny, and this might make people upset. I feel like a lot of people aren't going to put Butterfree in S tier because we want it to be that other one. But I think it's an S tier shiny. I love it. If I see shiny Butterfree on my screen, I'm getting very, very excited. Like, I love it. I think it's so good. Hey, your Buttercup of Cups, I have to go. So sorry, but I'm going to celebrate my wife's birthday. No, that's a good hair. Have a great time and happy birthday to your wife. Are you tempted to bite down on a Metapod? I am. Shiny, why not after 1,164 eggs? Let's go, guinea pig. You're being held at gunpoint. Tell us the truth. Who puts the Dorito looking thing in A tier? It's in A tier. I'm sorry. Reminds me more of a Cheeto Puff. I could see that, Versicle. I could see that. I would never bite a Metapod. It would probably break my teeth. That's true. I didn't consider that either. So yeah, Butterfree is going in S tier. Okay. All right. Now we're getting into something a little more controversial because we got Weedle. Now, I'm going to talk about the others in a second, but I did also find a shiny Weedle in Let's Go, but it wasn't my target. I got to say it. It's very subtle. It's very, very subtle. It's not the worst. It does have a change. I can tell the change, but it's very subtle. All right. Now, I'm going to feel mean giving anything a D tier. I'm not going to lie. Giving anything a D tier is going to hurt my soul. I almost wish that there wasn't a D tier because then I'm like, okay, we can just put everything there, but then C would become the new D tier. So it is what it is. Guys, I don't want to do this. I don't want you to hate me. I just think it could be so much better. And look at its final evolution. Look at its final evolution. It doesn't change that much. It really doesn't change that much. It's very subtle, and it's such a cute Pokemon. Like, imagine if they just did like a Diglett and made the nose blue, made the pink blue. That would look so good. It would look so good, but I just think it deserves more. The Gigantamax of Shiny Butterfree looks cool. It does. It's a very solid one. Buttercup, I'm so sorry for being late. No, you're good, Mitz. Good to see you. Butterfree is S tier for you too. I'm glad to see that. And hi, Sebastian. Good to see you. You got the shiny Swirlix? Let's go, Mitz. Congrats. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone on this. It's sad because I think Weedle's cute, but I just don't think the shiny is enough to go above. I mean, I'd be generous giving it C, I think. So I'm just going to stick with my gut, even though it might upset people. And I don't want to upset people, but this is what it is. Kakuna now. Okay, Kakuna changes a bit more. It does change a bit more. However, do I like the change? All right. This is where it gets interesting, okay? Because I like Kakuna. I think it's a really cool designed Pokemon, but we're talking about the shinies here. I don't even want to talk, but I'm gonna have to explain myself. Cancel Buttercup, it must be done. That's funny. Weedle should have at least been green. Mictelligence, I agree with you. I agree. If they had made it green, it would have made a lot more sense. Like, even make the nose green or whatever. That would look so good. Not my Weedle. Weedle's a trash shiny. You guys are funny. I agree with you, Buttercup, putting Weedle in D tier. Okay. I'm sorry to the Weedle lovers out there. It's not about Weedle. It's about the shiny. Rory. Peterberry, hi! It is the ranking versions of Gen 1. Is this the Peterberry? Welcome. Told my nephew about the game I played when I was a kid called Punch Buggy, and somehow he took what I said. Oh, really? That's funny. I'm gonna say it, guys. It's hard to do this, but Kakuna's going in D tier for me as well. I don't love the change. I don't love the change, and it's so sad because I see it slowly starting to transition towards like what Beedrill shiny looks like, but I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not there. However, now we got Beedrill. This is where I'm excited because I love shiny Beedrill. I think shiny Beedrill is really nice. I think the green and the blue complement each other super well. It looks like a little, oh, I don't know, like a little alien fighting bug. I think this is cool. I really like it. I really like it. I'm not gonna lie. It is a lime Cheeto. You're not wrong. Hello there. Here to say hi. I'm busy at the moment during Saturday. All good, Mictelligence. Good to see you though. Good to see you. I recently got a new cat and he's super cute and he also looks like Purugly. Oh, that's adorable. Looks like an alien ST for me. No, that's fair. That's fair. All right. For Beedrill, I think that this to me is a perfect shiny. I know this might be upsetting as well. I really like Beedrill. I think it's a great shiny. You're either gonna love this or think it's super, super mid, I think. With this sprite here, it looks really good. I really like it. I think people are gonna say that I'm rating it too highly, but I genuinely think Beedrill is a really, 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 really great shiny. I think the green and the blue looks amazing together. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. This is my opinion. Just when I look at it, it's what I'm feeling. Leopard, hi, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Z Monkey, Beedrill is B tier. I mean, it is a B, but I think it's gonna have to go S. I think it's gonna have to go S. Planning on watching Shiki later tonight. Sounds good. Dang, highlighted Kakuna is in D. Sadly, I just am not feeling it for Kakuna. Beedrill is S tier for me. It is up there for me as well. I think it looks great. Don't do it to the big T. I gotta do S. I love it. Beedrill's my favorite Bugmon. It needs more love. I agree, it needs more love, and the shiny included. Oh, okay. Now we got Pidgey, Pidgeot, and Pidgeotto. Okay. I am gonna hurt some feelings here. Alright. I love you guys so much, and I love this line, but we're rating the shinies. I'm gonna do something right now that I want you guys to forgive me for. Don't hold this. Remember this stream, you don't hold this against me. You don't hold this against me. I'm so sorry. I just don't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I have to speak from the heart. I love the line, but we're just looking at shinies. We're just looking at the shinies. And it's just not, they're not my favorite. They're not the worst. I don't hate them. I'm not like, I want so much more. Like, it's not that, but it's, well, I do want more. I do want more for these shinies. They're such cool Pokemon, you know? So that's just where I feel. Shiny Beedrill reminds me of Waspinator from Beast Wars. I could see that for sure. Mega Beedrill does look amazing. I agree, the shiny. Let's go, pun intended, Beedrill belongs in S tier. I think it's great. Ice Angel, hi! Just dropping by to say hope you have a good day and have fun with the Chespin Nation. I'm definitely not saying, so someone will see later on a replay. Oh, that's funny, Ice Angel. Good to see you. Buttercup, wait, who would win in a fight between Buttercup, Skibidi, Sigma Cup, and Butler Cup? Probably Sigma Cup, I reckon. Vigiline is CLS. It's so sad. I hate how good Shiny Charizard is. Kira, I feel that. It's so good. You reckon Beedrill's A for you? Pidgey is C tier. The pea-colored birds, that's kind of... Yeah, it is sort of sad, but if I'm being honest, the shiny colors just... It is what it is. It is what it is. Making the haters of this on. Oh god, SM. I don't mean to. I'm sorry though, guys. It is ET. Okay, I'm glad you guys aren't too mad at me. I know there's going to be a couple people who are upset, but I'm just being honest with my heart. Now getting into Rattata and Raticate. Ooh, okay. You agree with the Pidgey places? Thank you, Akira. I will hold every I see against you. No, Rory. No, Zippy. The Pidgey line is made. It could be a lot better. I'm just being honest. I never get notice for these streams, but at least I'm not late. No, you're not, Banoffee. You're all good. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. Okay. Now moving on to Rattata. Okay. It changes a lot, which I can't give it... I don't think I can give it a D tier just because it doesn't... Like, it does change a lot, which I always am like, at least it changes a lot. Like, there's an effort been made there. Like, significantly so. So, like, if a new player were to play, they'd be like, yep, that's a different color, which I really appreciate that. So that's why sometimes when people will say they really dislike a shiny, and I'm like, I don't hate it, simply because it does change enough to be very noticeable. So I'm like, you know, you get brownie points for changing it, but if you didn't change it in a way that I think looks really good, then it's not going to go too much further than that. So this might be controversial. I'm not giving it a D tier, but I am giving it a C tier. I like that it changes enough, but I don't particularly love the color that it changes to, at least not for this Pokemon, you know? Because I don't want to say that and then later on I rate another Pokemon with that same shiny color like an A tier. I don't want to be biased here, but I think for Rattata, I don't like the change on it specifically enough to go higher than a C tier, but I like that they changed it. Yeah, okay. I'm glad you guys kind of see what I'm saying with that. Sucker for the green shinies. No, I get it. And that's what I mean. I've got a couple up here, but it's sort of, it depends how they do it, I think, for me. She's not that sorry if she puts the Pidgeys that low. I'm sorry, Sleeply. I'm sorry, I am. I just think that there's so much more. And like I said, One thing that to keep in mind, I'm not rating the actual Pokemon, it's the shinies. Like the design with the shiny, but not like the actual, like, I'm not gonna lie, there'd be no Pokemon in D tier, except for maybe 2, but you guys probably know what they are. No, that's fair. Shiny Pidgey should have been better. Yeah, there's a lot of potential there. I just feel like, and they could have been really close, but I just think it just missed for me. I'm going to use all these rankings against Buttercup. It's okay, Z-Monkey. I signed up for this. Rattata got the Yucky Green Man, which is so sad. It is really sad because I actually really like Rattata. Bottom of C tier immediately. It's so sad, isn't it? Oh, no. Okay, I'm glad you guys are there with me. Hypno to Great Raticate. Shiny hits different, not going to lie. I was going to say, I actually do like Raticate more than I like Rattata, which is funny because I feel like it's slightly more subtle. I like it a bit more. I do think that it fits with the design really well. It's a nice color combo. It's a really nice color combo, and I think it accentuates the design. While it is like not the biggest change we've ever seen, it's not like a Charizard 180 flip on the colors or something like that. I think I want to give Raticate a B tier. I actually really like the color change. I think it's good. There's improvement to be made for sure. But it's sitting nice and steady in the middle for me. Like, I could go either way. You know what I mean? Hi, Umbreon. Good to see you. Hi. We need you the most here. That's it, SF. That's it. The Pidgeline Shinies are the definition of mid. It's sad, though. It's sad because they're such cool Pokemon. Guinea pig. Oh, no. I can't say that. Now Raticate. Raticate is a real shiny. It's much better. Like I said, it's much better. I think if I had like a B+, I'd probably put it in B+, but that's where it's going for me. A tier for you? No, that's fair. That's fair. Red, white, and blue shiny Pidgey. That actually would have been a very cool design take. Raticate looks nice. I agree with B. I'm glad that I'm not alone on that. Raticate, matter of fact, with that color. That's true. That's it. Raticate. That's funny. All right, now. Oh, is Firo guy here? We got Spiro and Firo. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I don't think there's much talking that I need to do. I'm gonna switch these around. Firo, I like Firo's design a lot, but I have to put the shiny in C tier. It does the same thing that the Pidgeline does, in my opinion, where it's just not enough. Spiro, I'm a little bit conflicted on. And Spiro, I'm a little bit conflicted on because I don't know. Actually, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You know what? I think for me, Firo Shiny goes in D, but Spiro is a little bit better, in my opinion. This could be controversial. I think Spiro is a tiny bit better, but I think Firo is, yeah, just sort of, it's even more subtle and even more of like a change that I'm not the biggest fan of how it goes. That's just my opinion though. If I really think about it and I'm being honest with my heart, that's what I feel. Yeah, you're not wrong, Mitz. We both need to be D tier. I think Spear is a little bit better though. I'm not gonna lie. It's a sickly green. It is. Both D's for sure. Hello, Buttercup, and hello, chat. Hi, Fox. Good to see you. And Klee, hi. I am live. Napo Rattata behind Firo. Firo doesn't deserve to be at the bottom of C when Rattata exists. Oh, no. Firo looks a bit better than Firo. I think so, too, Akira. I think so. Which is sad, Banoffee, because I like Firo a lot, but I just think the shiny is not enough. It's not enough of a change. Firo looks like the green on the Washington state flag. I'll have to look that up. Ooh, okay. Ekans and Arbok. All right. This might be like a little bit of a strange one for you guys. I like shiny Ekans a lot. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it goes like, it's pastel, and I think it almost takes on a realistic snake color with its shiny. You guys do know I'm from the land down under. So I do actually really like Ekans shiny quite a bit. Arbok's not bad. It's so hard though because I think Arbok's purple originally looks so good. If I hadn't seen the purple, I wouldn't hate this. But because I know the purple that it comes from, I'm like, dang, imagine if it had to turn like black or something. I know you could say that about like almost every shiny. If it had to turn black or white, it would be perfect. But oh gosh, this is hard. This is really hard for me. I don't know if I want to go B or C tier on these guys. I really don't know. I think if I were to do this, I think that for me, Ekans would be a higher C. I think it would be a higher C. Like, I like this a bit more than I like these other ones, but I don't think I like it as much as I like the ones in B. And I think the same is going to be said for Arbok. It's like they're not as bad as these other ones that sort of get like that dusty coloring. But they're just, I can't put them alongside these shinies for me. I just can't do it. There's something in me, you know? I see a gas cloud at the bottom. We'll see. We'll see. Ekans is A, Arbok is S. It's hard. It's hard because I'm like, they're not bad. Like, I don't know. I need like another tier in between these two because I think that I like these more than I like these ones. I like these more than I like the other ones, but I don't know if I can put them alongside like... Oh, you know what? No, my heart is telling me to put Ekans in B. I'm putting Ekans in B, Arbok staying in C. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do it, but I'm like, the more I look at it, I can't fight what I want to do. I want to put Ekans in B. I really like it for some reason. I don't know why. Spirit to me has always felt like Pidgey's unpopular older brother who always is a bully. Yeah, which is kind of sad. All the gem ones have the same yellow-green. Wish there was more diversity. I agree, but I think that's because they were made by a computer. So that's where that kind of comes in. Snake with the colors, sketchiest names and spiders. I agree. In Down Under, as in an Australian term, it is. It is. Yep, snakes everywhere here in the outback. You're right. I like the orange Arbok better. It's hard because it's, I don't know. I think I weirdly like the Ekans a little bit more. I don't know why. This is where the fun begins. I agree, Varm. Hello, good to see you. Pikachu looking like the classic Burger King fry. For real, for real. Kaiba, good to see you. Shiny Executor. Oh, we're getting, no, we're not really up to that yet, are we? We've still got a couple ways to go. I might have to start being a little bit quicker, so we'll see how we go. I can see, I'm sorry. I like it. I'm so close to putting it in B, but I just can't make myself. I'm sorry. I wish Ekans was a bright green color. That would be cool. That would be very cool. All right, Pikachu. Time to annoy some people because I talk about subtle shinies and I mean, gosh, yeah. This is purely my opinion and you guys are gonna completely disagree. I'm not talking about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be given anything for that. This is my list. This is my list. I love shiny Pikachu. I don't know why. I love shiny Pikachu and I don't know why it is. There's something in me that loves it and I don't want to have to sit here and defend myself on this one. I just want a free pass on this. Hi Danny, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, that's funny. No, everybody hates Pikachu shiny. My heart. No. I'm moving on to Raichu. I'm not doing this. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I love the shiny. I will say that Sprite, I feel like doesn't do it as much justice. If you look at it in a specifically, what's it called? In a Lola, I really like it. It feels like a way more obvious tan color, which is what I'm thinking of. And I know I shouldn't be doing that because I said I was going to rate it off these sprites, but bias is coming through here. I really like it. I'm sorry. It does look like cheese and it does look like it has a sunburn, but I love it. I really love it. Like, it's just me. It's just, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I can't lie to myself and tell you I want to put it lower than what my heart's telling me to. All right. Raichu, though. Let's move along. Raichu gets like a little bit of a pinkification. It almost turns like a nectarine sort of color. It's not bad, but it doesn't, I don't know. And then the yellow kind of dullifies a little bit. It's hard because for Raichu, it's hard for me to see past the fact that it's Raichu. Like, it looks really, really cool. I think I'm giving it A tier. I'm giving it A. I don't want to, I think I just need to move along. I need to move along. I can't be stuck on that too long. I can't explain myself. I don't know why I do the things that I do. I don't know why I do this. Pink, I think the yellow, that's the yellow just died. I think it's like this sort of like the body. I feel like it looks a little bit like it gets a pinkening to it. Like, it doesn't turn pink, but it turns like a more pink kind of color. Divine, I absolutely agree. Ooh, Sandshrew and Sandslash. Okay, this one, Sandshrew is easy. Sandshrew is an S tier shiny to me. I love shiny Sandshrew. I think it looks really, really great. A great shiny. The color's super nice. Sandslash though. Sandslash. All right. Sandslash is an awesome Pokemon. Sandslash is an awesome Pokemon, but we're rating shinies. I'm going to give Sandslash a B tier. I think it could be better. I don't think it's horrible, but I think it could be better. And considering Sandshrew, how much I like how Sandshrew changes, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, guys. I'm being honest. It's B for me. I think I just want a bit more. I just want a bit more. And you know, the thing is, I think it could be easily tweaked. Just a minor adjustment. Maybe just the spikes change to a different color, or maybe the body changes a little bit and it would shoot right up. But it's just not quite there for me. It's not quite there for me. I think the more that I look at this list, I'm realizing a color that I don't really like. But that is just me. I'm sorry. Okay, Benoffy. I'm glad we can all agree that Sandshrew is in a good place. Because I'm like, I like it. Petition for Paris and Parasect to be in D tier. Oh, we're going to be getting to that soon. We are. I'm unsubbing. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you guys don't hate me for this. Like I said, this was something different. If this goes to AWOL, I might not have the courage to do the other generations at some point. But we're just doing this for now. And this is, like I said, not the actual Pokemon we're rating. We're rating the shinies here, okay? All right, I'm glad you... Some people agree. Some people feel very differently. Understandable. It does kind of look like a meatball, actually. You're not wrong. The Emerald Sprite of Shiny Sandshrew is gorgeous. Yeah, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but some of these Pokemon, if you look at certain sprites, it does give me bias to bump it up, and then other times I'm like, oh, I don't know. So yeah, C tier for the whole screen. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And hi, Nick. Good to see you. Oh, thanks, Cleo. I appreciate that. Okay. Nidoran, Nidorino, Nidoqueen, and Nidoking. I'm a big fan of a lot of these. I'm going to be honest. I think Nidoran goes A. I think they both go A. I think A, and I think B. I think B for Nidoqueen, and for Nidoking, I gotta do S tier. I think it's a great shiny. I couldn't think too much about all those because I was gonna get caught up. I think for me, that's what I'm gonna go for those shinies. I'm a big fan of a lot of them. I think Nidoqueen could have been a little bit better, but that's what I'm feeling. Corey, hi, good to see you. And yes, taking a bit of a break from Reggie Steele. I hope you're doing well. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hi, Sophia. Good to see you. The Nidoqueen line has a Dragonite issue. It kind of does, doesn't it? It kind of does. Nidoking is an S tier. It's fantastic. Nidoqueen D tier. They could have either made it all green or all pink. I mean, it's not horrible. Like I don't think I can put it in with these guys. I think I like it about as much as I like these ones. Yeah, okay. I do think I like it as much as I like these ones, but I think it could be better. Kenrad in D tier. Oh no, that's so sad. All right. Ooh, these are kind of fun ones. We've got Clefairy and Clefable. Now, this is an interesting one because you could argue that this is subtle, or you could argue that it's quite an extreme change. Did Don approved again? I'll forgive Pikachu. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. This is one of those ones where there is a small change, but it's a big small change. And it's really hard because I try to take the fact that they're Clefairy and Clefable out of it. And I try to imagine if it was another Pokemon and just one little color like that changed. But that's what a lot of shinies are. So I guess, you know, I gotta give myself some slack there. I don't want you guys to hate me. I really like this green and pink combo a lot. I really like the green and pink combo a lot. I think that it's the perfect green to pair with that pink if you're going to pair a green. Either that or like a sage green, which I don't think you can really sort of do like with these. Like you don't really see sage green as such, right? It always tends to look more dull. I really like these shinies. Can I say that they're perfect and I wouldn't want to see a change? I don't know. You know what I think would have been perfect? If you kept that lime green and you changed the pink to white. And you guys know I love pink, but imagine white with that green. How good would that look? For the color combo, and it's a shiny, I can't lie to myself. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe this is wrong. But this is what I feel. I really like them. I think that they're super close to being really good, but I think if the pink had turned white, it would have been perfect. So I can't say it's perfect because I could see that change making it instantly better. I'm going with A. Clefairy and Clefable shinies are underrated. I think so too. They're the same as Chansey COD for me. Oh no, I think that the green matches the pink well. I agree. I agree with you, McTelligence. Also, I got sober, my eyes so not well. Oh no, that's so sad, Gory. Pretend we're your parents. No matter what happens, we'll always love you. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that in this time of struggle. It may be a small change, but it's actually noticeable, which I think is just as important. I agree. I agree. I'm going to be brutal if I do ever do a tier list for shinies. You got to be, for sure. Have I bought Pokemon stuffies? I have. I've got a couple, but I've been saving money at the moment, so I'm being good with buying any more. Been a while. How's the moving process? Hi, Charlie. It is officially all done. I also have an update for you guys. You know, I was supposed to be starting work in the middle of May. I might actually be starting this week. I might be starting on Tuesday, so I'm going to be very busy. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'll keep you guys updated as I go. I've been trying to work on videos in the meantime. Speaking of shiny Chansey, I accidentally knocked one out a few days ago. Oh no, that's so sad. And I appreciate you asking, Charlie. Yes, Vulpix. Okay. Now, first off the bat, Ninetales is an S tier shiny. Nobody can tell me difference. I won't apologize for that. It is S tier to me. No way you can make Ninetales shiny better. At all. It's perfect. Literally perfect. Vulpix? I love Vulpix. As a kid, Vulpix was my favorite Pokemon before Skitty came out. Like Gen 1, Vulpix was my favorite. The shiny, however. It's cute. It's cute, and I feel like it does kind of work for Vulpix. But it's not perfect to me. It's not the perfect Vulpix shiny that I envision in my head. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this one. I don't even want to say what I'm thinking right now because I don't even like myself for it. We're talking about the shiny. We're not talking about the Pokemon. We're talking about the shiny. No, give me a sec. Give me a sec to think. Give me a sec to think what my heart's saying. Butterbuff begins. They're right, Don. It is the beginning of Butterbuff. A lot of Gen 1 shinies are yellow and green, and I'm biased to yellow shinies, so I'm biased to a lot of Gen 1. No, that's fair. That's fair. Thank you guys all so much for the congratulations on the job. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. It's going to be busy. It's going to be 10-hour days, and it's going to be pretty much full-time hours, so I'm going to be hectic, but I am going to do my best to stay up to date with... I'm actually probably going to be doing more videos for a period of time, because I don't know how I'm going to go with streaming, but once we get in a more regular thing, we'll get back into all that sort of stuff. Ninetales and S tier? Oh, Ninetales was always going in S tier. You guys know that. I asked my friend what to name my shiny Swirlix, and they said Bartholomew, so I shortened it down to Barty. I like that. Ninetales is my favorite Pokemon. I love that it's a perfect shiny too. They did very well with that one. Tails from Sonic, that is funny. Oh, okay. Okay. I love Vulpix, but I gotta put it in B. I gotta put it in B for the shiny. I just think that you look at Ninetales, guys. Like, look at Ninetales. And realistically, if I'm being honest, it's hard because I love Vulpix's original colorway so much that I actually feel like, you know, like it changes. It turns like, it reminds me of like an Autumn Fox, but I think it's just maybe the eyes or maybe just the slight shade that it turns. I think it's just a shade or two off from being what I want it to be, you know? Salt on the wound. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Machina Sophie, nice. And hi Godzilla, good to see you. It's gonna be. It's maybe it is a little bit high because it's Vulpix and I don't want to do that, but my heart's saying B. I can't bring it any lower, but I can't also put it any higher. Tropicana Man, if you have to think about what your heart is saying, then are you really choosing with your heart? That's fair. That's fair. I think it's because sometimes I think of what I think people would want to see, and then I'm like, no, this is my list. We got to go with what I'm feeling. Ninetales is a guaranteed ST. I agree. I would rather work 10-hour days. I am used to it. I loved it. Congrats on the new job. Thank you, Fox. I appreciate it. I hope the job goes well for you, Buttercup. I wish you luck. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that so much. Cremated looking Pikachu out of S. I'm sorry, I can't. I like it. I like it too much. I appreciate that, Jordan. Well, not literally, because then you would potentially throw your back out. That's it, Jordan. I appreciate that. Make it all white. That would look amazing. All right, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. Now, this is similar to Clefable and Clefairy. Now, I actually got in Ultra Moon when I was hunting through egg... there wasn't even Masuda. I was thinking I was just hunting with eggs, trying to get a shiny Pachirisu in those games. Back before, in the yonder days of me making YouTube videos, I went into the grass near there, and I actually encountered a wild shiny Igglybuff. Now, Igglybuff is for a different tier list, but I ended up evolving it into Jigglypuff before I ever even looked up what it looked like. And I really like it. So this one is going to have a little bit of sway from nostalgia. Like it's going to have a little bit of nostalgia on for me when I rate these shinies. I think for me, I want to put them in A. Wigglytuff almost could get a C from me. I mean, an S. Sorry, not a C, an S. Because I like that it changes a bit more. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but I actually think Wigglytuff is perfect to me. I don't think it needs to change more. The body changes enough. Like, it's subtle, but it's like a nice subtle. It gets a little bit of like a shade change. The eyes go green. I think it still keeps the cuteness of Wigglytuff without getting lost. I like it. I like the eyes too. I think they're good. It is. We got some good shinies coming up here. Got an 8-hour work days, 5 hours a week of school. Oh, guinea pig, no. At least B for both. I was gonna say it's hard for me. I think I really like Wigglytuff a lot. I think it's a really nice shiny. Jigglypuff is super cute, but I think that it just gets beaten by Wigglytuff for me. Hi Kevin, good to see you. If they kept Jigglypuff's original shiny color, I'd say A or S. No, that's fair. That's fair. I know it's not this gen, but what are your thoughts on shiny Corphish? Choose wisely. I actually like Corphish, but I'll save the proper rating for that when we get to it. When I was playing Pokemon Violet, I found shiny Spider. The thread was red instead of white, and it was from the Crystal Terra Caves. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let me do a little bit of a speed run here because I realize I've still got a lot to go. So, Zubat. Okay, Zubat. Oh my gosh, it's Golbat, isn't it? My brain just stopped working. I'm like freaking out because I'm thinking too much now. Okay, Zubat. I actually really like shiny Zubat. I think shiny Zubat. I think it's solid. I think it's solid. I'm not mad at either of these two. I think that they both look pretty good. Zubat's a nice green. Zubat is a really nice green, so I'm a big fan of it. Actually, you know what? Zubat I'm going to put an A, but I'm going to leave what about here? So this is what we're going to go with. This is what we're going to go with for now. Dread, hi, good to see you. Shiny Goldfish's maroon color is awesome. I mean, I thought it was, wait, it's Goldfish? I thought Goldfish turned green. I might be wrong on that. I might be misremembering that one. Like, I don't know if I want to go for 600 though. It's up to you, Godzilla. You could definitely take it on. You're quarter of the way through. Do you want to do a quick rundown and see if you want to move some Pokemon from the tiers? I might do that at about halfway. I'll see how I go though. Shiny Jiggly in the 2D games was way better than 3D. I think you're right on that. Wigglytuff's ears are awesome. They are. Buttercup, how does the moon cut his hair? Eclipse it? Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. The green works so well for Zubat and Golbat. I feel that. I do feel that. Oddish. Oh yeah, Oddish. We're getting into it now. I like Oddish a lot as well. I do like Oddish. I think I'm going to put Oddish in A for me. I actually really do like shiny Oddish's colorway. However, I'm probably going to put Gloom in C tier. I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm going to have to put Gloom in C. I feel like that this just looks like a Gloom with a filter on to me. And I love Gloom. Gloom is actually a really nostalgic Pokemon for me. I remember one time when my brother was sick and I got a pack of Pokemon stickers. I pulled like the sparkly sticker that I pulled out was the Gloom sticker and I was so excited to show him and it like kind of cheered him up. So I have like kind of a fond memory of Gloom. But I just think the shiny and I think I want to go B tier on Vileplume. I think Vileplume's a little bit better. It suffers slightly less from the filter effect, but I think it's similar. You got shiny Fennekin in like 1607, then Mimikyu in 1208. Let's go, Fensicle. That's awesome. The colors, yes, Zubat and Golbat are solid, but the amount of times I've ran into them shiny hunting for other Pokemon puts them low on my list. Yeah, I have that with certain shinies as well, for sure. Think about it. Up to you, Godzilla. Yeah, it is kind of disappointing for a shiny, which is sad. When they put too many filters on its photo. Exactly, Mitz. Exactly. The shiny Pokemon. That's it, Devin. We're not rating the Pokemon, just the shinies. Speaking of which. All right. Oddish and Bellossom got the good colors. I agree with you on that. Absolutely. I think for Paris, I'm going to say D. Maybe Arceus ruined me. Maybe Legends ruined me for this Pokemon, but I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just, I want more. And I'm not getting that. Parasect, however, I think Parasect is a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. Parasect, I don't know if I would give it B or if I would just stick in C. I'm not really sure. I like that it changes quite a lot though. This is like a nice yellow shiny to me. Hi Leah, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're good, Devin, no stress. Paris is one of the worst looking shinies. It is CT, it is. Excuse me, that's illegal. They're all just a little guy. They are a little guy, but we gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with myself. Let's go, my fave Pokemon right at the start. That's it, Leah. Parasect is it is better, isn't it? Paris is underwhelming for sure. Such confusing shinies. They look so different through multiple games. You're not wrong, Intelligence. You aren't wrong. I think I'm going to say B for Parasect. I think it does a lot better than its original, you know, stage 1. I don't know if I'd put it in other tiers because I just don't know how I feel about the combo overall. I don't dislike it. I actually like it, but I just think it could be better. Could be better, but it could definitely be worse. Agree, Paris is too underwhelming. Yeah, that's it. Bellsprout Comday, wishing you luck to all of you participating. Parasect is C. It's hard. I think I'd give it B if I'm being honest with myself. Paras Shiny and Old Gens was better, but after 3DS it's pretty unnoticeable. It is, Dread. You're not wrong. Thinking Legends ruined them a lot, but I like Parasect more. Yeah, probably. Probably. The 3D games ruined quite a shiny. It definitely changed them. Changed how they look for sure. A D or D tier, that would be funny. Alright, now we got Venonat and Venomoth. Easy for me. These are both S tier shinies. They look fantastic, especially Venomoth. I don't know if you guys would put Venonat in S, but I actually do. I think it's a fantastic change. This is a shiny where one thing changes and it's the perfect change. It's the perfect change. It's like, I don't need anything else to happen with this. You know, I'm realizing now that I'm looking at Venonat, it looks like Karibo from Yu-Gi-Oh, but like bugified. I don't know, but Venomoth, obviously, easy S tier, the perfect shiny. I love to see it. Just solid all round. Next button, yeah, that's it. Parasect definitely needs an Evo. That would be kind of cool to see. Venonat is a nice subtle one. I agree, it's good. S tier for both of them. That's it, Mitz. We know what's up. Totodile, hi! I will eventually, but this stream's just going to be Gen 1 because you can see already how long it's been and I've already only done how many? Alright, Diglett and Dugtrio. Another shiny where the one thing changes. I'll be honest, I think they're good. I think they're good. I think I'm going to go B tier on Diglett. And then I think I'm going to go A on Dugtrio because it's a little bit more. I don't know why. I don't know if that makes sense because it's the same thing but 3, but for some reason I like it. I like it because there's just that little bit more of the shiny. I think that's where I'm coming from with that. Blue shinies are nice. I can see I'm crying myself to sleep. I'm sorry, Ellie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sally, I have to go to bed now watching the VOD tomorrow. Good night and have fun with your list. I hope Ponytail will be S. Oh, thank you, Leah. I appreciate that. And we are not too far off that of those two. Diglett and Dugtrio, that's it. They're not quite at S tier, but they're not bad. Icy Boy coming out. Yes, we're getting there. Now Meowth. Okay. Meowth for me. I think Meowth is going to get a B tier. I actually like shiny Meowth. However, Persian does not change enough for me to warrant it anything higher. Like, it's just so sad. It barely changes unless I'm missing something with this. Persian is such an amazing Pokemon. They had the perfect opportunity to turn it black and make it look like a panther. You know, like how those, like, the evil villains always have, like, a panther as, like, a pet. But they didn't. And I'm sad about it. I'm sad about it. But you know what I'm not sad about? Shiny Psyduck. Another solid S tier shiny. Literally the perfect shiny. You cannot ask for more from Psyduck. It's blue. It's a blue duck. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. It's majestic. If you got a shiny and you just wanted something simple straight off the bat, stage 1, good to hunt, something clean, you can never go wrong with a Psyduck. You see this pop up on your screen instead of that yellow, you're getting hyped. I am too. It's great. I love it. It is. I was going to say, sadly, Persian is just not doing it. The Alolan versions are definitely better for the shinies, 100%. They did it with Alolan Persian. It doesn't look different, does it? It's so sad. He is blue dubba dee dubba die. You are correct. Golduck, yeah, I was going to say, let's get into Golduck. I think a lot of people share the same sentiment that I do, and I've had a few discussions with you guys in the comments before about this, I think specifically on the Psyduck video. Golduck just doesn't work as well. There was the perfect opportunity to make Golduck gold. You know, switch the colors. Psyduck turned blue. Why not turn Golduck gold? It's literally got gold in the name. So for me, for shiny Golduck, I'm gonna put it in B. I don't think it's like, you know, it's not like with Pidgey. Which, speaking of which, I think I'm gonna bump Arbok up. The more that I look at it, I think it deserves a B. I don't think I want to put it in the same category as these guys. But I don't think that, you know, yeah, I'm gonna put it there. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with these ones. Have you seen the Transformers 1 trailer? No, I don't think I have. Golduck is a downgrade. I agree when it comes to the shiny. I wouldn't evolve. I wouldn't either. Tropicana Man. If Shiny's Persian was black, it would definitely be worthy of Pikachu tier. I agree, Tropicana Man. I agree. Mega Eevee, what's the opposite of the these words always coming from me, from Take Me Down? I don't know. I'm not sure. Eevee, good to see you, though. Oh, I'm glad you guys are having a good time. Puke arms, yes. Okay. All right. So, to me, Mankey looks like a chocolate chip, like a mint chocolate chip ice cream scoop. And I like that. I'm a big fan of that. I'm so big of a fan of that, I'd put that in B tier. I think it's a solid B shiny. I actually like shiny Mankey quite a bit. Maybe that's strange. I don't know. I really like it. However, Primeape, I don't like the shiny that much. I like that the body fluff changes, but I'm not a big fan of the color that the arms go. I'm going to be honest. Like, it's such a cool Pokemon. They could have made it look so much better. They just didn't with the shiny, and I'm sad about that. I'm sad about it. Psyduck looks like the light blue Gatorade. Lol, I love it. ST for sure. I agree, Fox. And Golduck just had a sunburn. It did. It literally did. Nathan, hi. Honestly, though, I think they've changed Golduck's beak recently because it looks like super orange now. Yeah, I think so. Flame Master, hi. It could be based. It could be. Chocolate Scoop. Oh, you Rickrolled me? No, I got Rickrolled. I have 10 plus shiny Psyduck. You're annoyed when you find it? I think it looks so good, though. It looks like a moldy meatball. That's kind of funny. I like the green that it turns, though. That's super nice. Because of the mint color. The mint is nice. The mint is nice. Buttercup, you are strange. Oh, I am Z-Monk. Yeah, I definitely am. Arcanine. Oh, no. Yes, it's time for Growlithe and Arcanine. Looking at these two, for some reason the coloring reminds me of like Digimon. I've always thought that the shiny for Growlithe and Arcanine remind me of Digimon, and I think for that they belong in A tier. I actually really like them. I think that there could be a change that I would like more, but I'm never going to be sad to see that shiny on my screen. You know, it reminds me, it almost makes me think, you know how they did like Delta Species where they had a different type? I'm like, imagine if they did electric type. It almost looks like it's perfect for an electric type right off the back of the shiny. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. They could have made it so much better. Applies to 93% of shiny Pokemons. You're not wrong, Banoffee. You're not wrong. They could have made it look so much better. I think so. Yeah, the green. I think the green does look good. I'm not mad at that shiny at all. Someone unsub. It was bound to happen. If you have to unsub because my taste is too different, I get it. The pea-colored dog. That's it. I mean, I like the yellow they used on these though. I think that they're really, really good. The golden doggo. Exactly. They're like golden retrievers now. It's perfect. Hisuian, Arcanine, and Growlithe are better. Oh, I will have to see if I rate them better when we get to them. That's it. Annihilape's shiny is super sick. It is. It is. Shiny Growlithe. I think these are solid shinies. I'm happy with them there. Now, Poliwag, Poliwrath, and Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I think this is another controversial take I'm going to have. I love shiny Poliwag. I think this shiny is really nice. It's probably one of the most subtle S-tier shinies I could do, along with Pikachu. I really love the blue that it changes to. I actually, for a while there, before I was doing YouTube, I hunted a Poliwag just to have on my team because I like the color that it turns so much. It's just such a nice color to me, and the lips go a little bit lighter. This is like probably my favorite, most subtle shiny like combo that there is. I don't know that everyone's going to agree with it. I think a lot of people aren't, but that's just what I feel. That's what I feel. And then you guys are going to think, well, what about Poliwhirl, you know? What's going on there? Surely that means you're going to put that in S tier. It doesn't bring me as much joy. I'm sorry. It doesn't, looking at the shiny, it doesn't bring me as much joy as what Poliwag does. I think this one needed a bit more of a change. I think if this had gone more like a light aqua, I think that would have looked good. But I think that for this Pokemon, being that it's a more bold design, I think it needs a bit more of a change for it. Whereas I feel like the shiny being subtle with this, it's small, it's cute. It kind of keeps that cute appearance to it. Whereas I think for this one, it just doesn't do that for me. You know, that's just my opinion. I'm sorry. Older games, you can tell the difference with the frogs, but in the teal mask, you can't tell. I haven't hunted them in the teal mask. I'd have to see. Also, the crazy thing about my shiny Swirlix is that I found it under 100 encounters. It was also under 50. That's so good, Mitz. Poliwrath is Luigi. It is Luigi. It is Luigi. I think for Poliwrath, I would give it A for me. I think that there is potential. You know what would have been cool? Imagine if instead of the green, it was red. You want to talk about Luigi? Make it Mario, and then that would be for me S tier. But then again, with the water typing, I don't know. This kind of sticks with that typing. Well, I guess is Poliwrath dual water fighting? I can't remember now anymore. My brain has been thinking too much that it hurts. But yeah, Poliwag is definitely S for me as well. I'm glad, Divine. I'm glad I'm not alone on that. I've talked to a couple people and they think the same thing, but then other people are like, no, this is the worst shiny ever. So I don't know. You just dropped below 10k. I think so, Steve. Good to see you, by the way. I love Poliwag. I think the shiny looks fantastic on this. It's just my opinion. You should look at Poliwag and Poliwell's normal versus shiny sprite comparisons from Gen 2. I'll have to go back and check that after the stream. Poliwrath is built like Wario. It really is. The red would be cool, wouldn't it? It would be cool. Being a green frog is good. It is. It changes to like a more frog-esque thing, which I'm not necessarily mad about. Politoed, my child, why couldn't you be in Gen 1? Oh gosh, that's an S tier shiny. I can tell you right now. Spoilers. Politoed, S tier. All right, Abracadabra, Alakazam. What are we going to do for these ones? Now, I don't mind that these go subtle. Like, they go more, they're more, you know, yeah, subtle. That's the word I'm looking for. They go that sort of desaturated look. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. In this picture, I feel like it looks so much more obvious, the shiny, but I swear when I was hunting these in the games, they look so similar to the original colorway that it's kind of difficult. I think I'm gonna go B for Abracadabra, and then Alakazam is gonna get an A tier. I think it's really nice. Maybe they could make it a bit better. I don't know if I want to do S though, actually, for Alakazam, because I'm like, it actually looks pretty nice. You know what? I actually really like Alakazam. I don't think that I could change that and like it more. I think I really like Alakazam shiny a lot. Here we go. Machop, Machoke, and Machamp. Let's just do it, all right? I'm gonna give Machop C tier. Machoke, I'm gonna give A tier. And Machamp, I'm gonna give B tier. I just like the green on Machoke the best. I think it looks good. I think this isn't horrible, but it almost like it's just a little too much, I think, for the design. And this is not enough for the design. So it's like they almost they rounded it out pretty well in the middle and then they went too far. You know what I mean? It's like Goldilocks. It's like not enough, no, too cold, too hot, and then just right. That's kind of how I feel about this line, you know? They do look dehydrated. I could see that. Oh, that's funny. The Incredible Hulk. All right, you guys, you're not mad at that? I'm glad. I'm glad we're on board with this. Ooh, Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, and Victory Bell. This is interesting. I've never really thought about Victory Bells. Shiny. Bellsprout, funny enough, today is, well, for a lot of you guys, it'll be today. For me, it was yesterday, but 2 to 5, Pokemon Go Com Day is Bellsprout. I think that the Golden Bellsprout is actually a really, really nice shiny. I would say it's A tier. I think it's fantastic. Weeping Bell, on the other hand, is super, super, super subtle. I want to see more of a change from this Pokemon. The colors are nice, but they could have played around with it. They could have gone the autumnal route if they wanted to, and I think that could have been good. So I think I'm going to have to leave it there. And then Victory Bell. Gosh, I mean, I haven't looked at this shiny too much, if I'm being honest with you. I've probably spent about 3 seconds of my life prior to this looking at Victory Bell shiny. So my opinion on it is pretty fresh, weirdly enough. I like the blue. I feel really conflicted on this. I don't know if I would give it B. Because I like that hint of the blue on it. I think that's really nice. But then again, you know, maybe this is crazy, but I think I'm going to put it in A. I think I'm going to put it in A. I like the color. It's weird. It's a weird color combination. It's not like anything I think I've seen before with that color combo. And I think I was trying to decide if I liked it or not. I think I do. I think I do like it. I think it is the coral blue lipstick from SpongeBob, Lyra. You're right. It literally is. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, I don't know how you feel about Tentacool and Tentacruel. For me, these are easy S tiers. I think these are fantastic shinies. They look absolutely amazing. Genuinely, I've been wanting to hunt these shinies for so long. The purple and the green, and then like the bluey, like the bluey purple with the green, they play off each other super well. I think these are really great shinies. They've always popped to me ever since I was younger. I think they look fantastic. So I love them. I think that they're genuinely really great shinies. So I'm glad to have them on there. How many mons are left? We've still got quite a few, so I need to start speedrunning this a little bit. Okay, Golden Nugget. The Golden Nugget trio here. We've got Geodude. Geodude is probably my favorite shiny out of this line, but not by like a landslide. I would probably put Geodude in B tier. Like, it's a gold nugget. Like, it's a cool idea. I think maybe where I'm a bit ruined on this is I've seen this shiny so many times that I feel like it's lost a little bit of its magic for me. Graveler, I'm probably going to put in C, and then... Yep. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just think it could be more. I think it could be more of a change. Do I... No. I'm really struggling. I said that I don't like to put things in D tier that change at least a little bit because they get brownie points, but Graveler is probably like a C- for me in terms of the shiny colorway. I just think keep it a bit brighter like Geodude. That would look better, I think, you know? So I think I'm happy with that. Now, some more peak shinies here. Ooh, I am happy about this. I was like, okay, we need some easy ones for a bit. I think... You think keep it in D? You think so, Vansicle? Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard because I'm like, I think I like it more than I like Graveler, though. So then would I just move Graveler down? But then that goes against what I said. And this is what happens when you talk about this for so long, I think, is you start to, like, go all over the place. The poor Nugget, I know. Graveler is D. Why did they change it to poop? It's pretty sad. It is so sad because I like the brightness of Geodude. So I don't know. Not the Nugget. Buttercup, I zoned out so hard. What year am I in? 2024, I believe. I hope you're okay. Yes, I was going to say, Akira, you read my mind. These are... Ooh, what am I doing? These are definitely top tier shinies. Ponyta, Rapidash, both got to go S tier. They both look amazing. I don't know how you can make them better. I mean, you know what? That could be a fun thing to do as well. Maybe a video one day is I'll try and redesign shinies. I've thought about doing that as a video at some point. We could get a mix here. We could take all the D tier ones and then I could try to make them better if I want to talk smack about them. But that's what I think I'm going to go with. Here we have Slowpoke. Slowpoke is very subtle, but it is a pink shiny technically. And you guys know I like my pink shinies. However, Slowpoke is very subtle. So I think I'm gonna go B tier for Slowpoke shiny just because it is really subtle. I don't hate that it's like a nice color for it to be subtle, but it is very subtle. Like very subtle. Like difficultly so subtle. Slowbro, I'm gonna put... Ooh. I love the color that the body turns, like, so much. The only thing is the little shell on the tail. I think I'd like to see that maybe a little bit lighter of a color. However, I'm a big fan of this shiny, and when I look at it, it brings me immediate joy. So this is where I struggle a bit, because I'm like, it's so close that, but it's such a small change. I think I'm going to go S tier. I think I'm going to go S tier for Slowbro. I think the more I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I really like it. It is nice. You know, I'm good with that. It is S tier, knockoff shiny Gudra. I could see that. Like one moment I was watching you place my boy Grass Starter. The next is like 140. I know, we've been doing it. I like Magmar's pink shiny. Yeah, Magmar does have a good shiny. Slow Sigma, you guys are funny. Some of the sprites look so much better than they do in the actual games, lol. Oh, I agree. I think so as well. But we'll rate them off the sprites a little bit, and then if there's anything I have a strong recollection from the games, then I'll do that. Ooh, Magnemite and Magneton. Okay, these are good shinies. These are good shinies to me. I really like these. I'm going to put both in A tier. I like the change on them. They're really, really nice. I know that it's almost like it's trying to go more subtle like these ones are, like with that sort of dustiness, but it just looks cleaner on these designs. I think for some reason it looks way more polished to me. So I'm actually a big fan. I'm a big fan. I'll quickly show the S tier. Yeah, no, for sure. Sorry, I didn't realize I was scrolled down now that the thing is getting, it's getting filled up. So this is what I'm at the moment. Hopefully that is on the screen there. This is where we're at the moment for the tier list. I'm pretty happy with where we're sitting right now. I'm pretty happy with that. But we might do a little reorganization at the end. Yeah, no, you're all good. I think these are solid for A tier though. They're very nice. All right. How can I zone up so hard? Hold up. When did you put them off? Do you mean Venomoth? Venomoth was S tier. Yes, the almighty steel type remains supreme. It is very solid. Now Farfetch'd, okay. I actually really like Farfetch'd shiny as well. I'm going to put that in A tier. I like the pinkification of it. It's a nice change. It works really well for the design. It's clean. It's clean. I like it a lot. I would 10 out of 10 would shiny hunt this. Doduo and Dodrio though. Okay, this is hard because the neck color changes depending on the gender. So I think it's like black. Is it black for female? And then the silvery color for the other one. With the black neck, I think it looks like it's a solid color. But then with the other gender variant, I don't think I like it as much. So I'm gonna round it. I would say it's a B plus. I would say it's a B plus. It's not a low B, but it just depends on the gender variant. If it's a black neck, then I think it goes higher. But the other version I think is a solid B for me personally. The list is looking quite nice. I really love the Venomoth. Thank you, Ninja. I appreciate that. Farfetch'd is F tier. I want to eat it. That's funny. Oh, the black neck's male. Okay, I misremembered that. That's good to know. Thank you. Oh, weird kid. Keep sticking with it. If it's something you want to do, people will come, okay? I never knew that the neck colors change. They do, yeah, based on the gender variants. Oh, this one sucks. This one sucks so much to do because when I was younger, I loved Dugong. I loved Dugong and I loved Seal. Sorry, not Spheal. I love Spheal, but I loved Seal. But we're talking about the shinies here, you guys. We're talking about the shinies. It's subtle. I think... This is so sad because, okay, this is where I'm going to take... This is where I'm literally taking completely out the fact that there are two Pokemon that I have a really big soft spot for, and I'm just looking at the shiny. That hurts to do. It hurts to do because they could be more, but the shiny just isn't. It isn't much, and I think it even looks stronger here than what it actually looks in the games, which is so sad. It is really, really sad. Farfetch'd League Soup sounds amazing right now. Ooh, now we have Grimer and Muck. I gotta say, I have a very big soft spot for this Pokemon since I managed to get the shiny with my brother in Let's Go. So this is definitely gonna be my own bias here, but it is an S tier shiny. I think that the color on Grimer looks fantastic. However, Muck turns a little bit more of like a... How would I say it? It's not as much of like a bluey green. It's more of like a yellow green, which I don't like as much. I'm going to be completely honest there. And I think for me, it's going to go... Do I want to go B or do I want to go A? This is where it's a little bit hard for me. I think for Muck, I'm going to go B. I think it just drops down, and it's weird because if it was the same color as Grimer, it probably would be closer. It would be closer to that S tier. But I think for some reason that color just, it's a little bit off for me. And I like the color of Grimer that bit more. So that's personally me. Ooh, good luck on the Sprigatito. I wish you luck. Can you do a Dugong sound? Oh, definitely not. I'd have to listen to it, but I would be struggling. Oh. Ooh, we've got some more solid shinies here. Oh my gosh. Okay, Shelter and Cloyster. Cloyster is an easy S for me. I love Cloyster so much. And Shelter is a really nice orange. I think I said earlier that orange doesn't usually speak to me very much. Shelter's an exception. I think Shelter's up there as one of my favorite orange shinies of all time. It looks fantastic. It's either S or it's no. I'm gonna be honest, I remember when I hunted this thing, I was trying to get it in Go, and I remember seeing it pop up on my screen, and I was ecstatic. I literally thought it was perfect. I think they both do go S tier for me. I think that they're really, really nice shinies. I'm noticing I have a lot of blue in my S tier and a lot of like this yellowy greeny color down here. I'm just trying to be realistic with what I like and what sticks, and I think these guys fit S. I think that they work really, really well. Ooh, guys, it's coming time now. It's come time to rate the Gengar line. Ugh, this one is hard. I think Ghastly has the best shiny out of them all. I think Haunter, I like the mouth on Haunter. It's not bad. This is me. This is what I think. I think Haunter and Ghastly are pretty close, like at A tier. I actually really like, even though Haunter is subtle and you can't see with the mouth closed, I think the blue mouth is actually a really cool touch. However, Gengar, shiny Gengar. We're not talking about megas here, so we're not going to talk about that. I hate to do this. It feels sacrilegious putting Gengar in any tier list at a D, but I think the only one where it works is unfortunately the shiny list, because it just doesn't really change. It doesn't really change. It turns a little bit more muted, you know, of a purple, more subtle, which it sucks. But I really do like its two pre-Evo shinies. I think they're actually really, really good. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Gengar is an E tier. What do you think about shiny Alolan? Fantastic. Now we have I've always thought the worst. This is so bad. We've got Onyx. Shiny Onyx. Now, this sprite might not be doing it justice. I think Steelix is a really nice shiny. But Onyx kind of looks like Onyx kind of looks like to me. Like, you know, like it kind of looks yeah. Yeah, I wish it had gone more gold. I wish it had gone more gold. It's just, I know it changes and I'm going against what I said where it gets brownie points. I think, if I'm being honest, it should have stuck more yellow. It should have been more yellow. It should have been more yellow. Ooh, okay. Now time for Drowsy and Hypno. I just realized what you meant. Yeah, Don, that's what I'm saying. I like if you get if you look at the Gen 4 sprite, you can easily tell the difference. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like what, Buttercup? You know what? I'll let you guys figure it out. That's it. Yeah, one weird kid knows what I'm talking about. It's just an interesting color. That is the closest I think I've ever heard you to saying a bad word. Yeah, that's probably the closest I'll get. ST shinies. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think they're not looking at the designs here. Once again, you know how I said like there's a certain list that you wouldn't put Pokemon like in a certain tier. Like you'd never put Gengar in a D tier for any other Pokemon list other than shiny. Hypno's the same, but for S, I think that this is a really beautiful colorway. It's pink. It's gorgeous. Drowsy gets A. I think when I look at this, I like it a lot, but it's not my favorite. Whereas when I look at Hypno, I'm like, that's really cool. Like I really like that colorway for it. But I think for Drowsy, I really, 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 really like it. It's like an A+, but it's just not quite S tier for me, but it's very good. But what will you do? Regional, Mega, and G-Max forms when the gens come out? Potentially, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to do Dynamax or Megas or anything like that in this tier list. I think I might do them at the end, like do another tier list video, or we'll do something like that. That could be cool. Could I say I would say it? No. Cod Buttercup would say it, but not this Buttercup. We work with that? Yeah, that's it. Directs the pink club, the fan club. And with Drowsy, they do look very good. Ooh, Krabby and Kingler now. I really like Kingler Shiny. I'm going to put that in A. I think the green looks really, really good. I actually really like this colorway for Kingler. I think it's a nice shiny. Krabby, however, I think I'm going to give it... Oh, that's Chansey. Chansey, go back. Chansey, I grabbed you from somewhere completely else. We're going to have to skip the queue for Chansey. For Krabby, I think I'm going to go... I'm going to go C tier. C for Crab. Yeah. I think A for Kingler, but I think Krabby is just, it's just lacking in comparison for me personally. Don't hate it, but come on, look at its counterpart. It looks so good. I like both. Kingler is top tier. Kingler is the better Mr. Krabs. I feel that. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I would wait for Legends A to come out before doing Megas. That might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea. Now Chansey. It skipped the queue here a little bit. Chansey, this is a Pokemon I think people feel a lot of different type of ways about. Like some people love this shiny and some people think it looks sick and they don't like it. I like it a lot. I actually really do. I think that this sort of like minty green with like, I don't even know how to describe the color of its body. I really like it. I think it's, for me, an A tier shiny. I really like shiny Chansey. I think it's really, really nice. I mean, so many people I think are not a fan of it, but I just like it. I don't know why. I just really like it. I think it's very solid, personally. Personally for me. Do the gimmick forms in the gens when they come out, like Megas in Gen 6 or ZA. Yeah, maybe something like that could work. We'll see how we go for sure. Because Gen 1 has got 151 and there's some gens where they're not as big as others. So we'll see how we go. Chansey's a good shiny, but Blissey is a downgrade. Sadly. Very sadly. Bazingus, hi! Good to see you! Yes, the Great Balls. That's right. We have Voltorb and Electrode. Come on, guys. It would be criminal to me for me to give them anything but S tier. They're fantastic. It's the right blue. They chose the right color. I mean, it could have worked well with so many other colors. It could have looked really nice with purple. Could have looked really nice with pink. I mean, pink maybe would have been subtle because it was red to start with. But this is a nice blue. I'm a big fan of it. I think it looks good. Now, Executor and Execute. Ooh, the golden eggs. I like the golden eggs. I think they look super nice. The golden eggs are really nice. It's a solid color change. They look vibrant. They look nice. I think that's something that the shinies, why they like that gold yellow color, but they don't pop as much. It's not as vibrant. Whereas I think for Execute, it's much more vibrant, which is why it works. It's like selling itself. It's like, yep, yeah, maybe a computer generated this for me, but I'm wearing this. Like, this is my color for the shiny. Whereas I think for these ones, they look like they're almost like, I don't know, they look tired by the color, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm going with. So I'm sticking with A tier for Execute. Executor, I love an autumnal shiny. I love a grass Pokemon that turns autumnal. I mean, obviously I'm more biased towards the spring, so if they turn pink, that's better for me. But I think that as a concept, like, this is really cool. Do I like it as much as I like Execute though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Fun fact, Chansey was actually going to be a grenade Pokemon, so its shiny is actually its original form. Don't believe me? Why does it have the move Egg Bomb? That's it, Rex. There we go. We've figured it out. Waiting for green spaghetti. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Yes. Executor, I think I'm gonna give it. I think I'm going to give it B. However, I think Alolan Executor might rate a little bit higher for me, just going off the design and everything. It's not bad. I do like I love this part on the top. I love that like reddy orange sort of like fern that's coming out of its head. I think it's just, maybe this is another one of those Pokemon I've seen the shiny of quite a bit, like with Pokemon Go, so maybe that's where I'm like losing a little bit of the magic, but yeah, I think I'm going to go B tier on that and Execute goes in A. That's what I'm thinking. Cubone and Marowak. Okay. Ooh, interesting here. I am curious what you guys think on these shinies because I don't feel like I have any kind of scale on what people feel about these shinies. For me, I actually do like Cubone shiny. I think it's cool. Like, obviously there are other colors I think could have gone better, but I don't hate this colorway. So I think for me, looking at the shiny, I think weirdly I like Cubone more than Marowak shiny color. I think that the yellow and the green are too like, they don't seem to sit super well together. Alolan Marowak's a completely different story, but I think for me, I probably put them both in B tier, actually. I think both in B tier, but I like Cubone just a little bit more. Cuburn's good, Marowak is not as good. Yeah, okay, I see that. Both are A tier for me. I love the green on them. The green is, it's like, I like the green on Cuburn a bit more, which is strange because I'm like, I like that sort of color on other Pokemon, but just not for Marowak for some reason. Stephen, hi, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Yeah, Marowak, that's fair. That's fair. They're not bad. Yes, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Okay, Hitmonlee is going to get B tier for me. I'm like, this is fine. It's a fine shiny. However, I say Hitmonchan is getting an A tier for me. The boxing gloves look super cool. I like the change. It's nice. I mean, maybe I'm realizing I have a blue bias here. I think we've kind of established that though. Pink is probably up there, but then blue's up there as well as another solid favorite of mine. It's a nice change. It's nothing crazy, but it's like the right change. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'd say Hitmonchan is better than Hitmonlee in terms of shiny, personally. This will look like a rainbow. It will, Bazingus. Buttercup, can you rate me as a shiny smooch? A shiny? Do you mean Oshawott? We'll wait till we do the tier list. We'll wait till we do the tier list for that one. It does look like a pickle, I agree. And Hitmonchan, yeah, I'm glad you guys are in the same boat as me. Lickitung! Oh my gosh, talk about a Pokemon I've seen so many times in Pokemon Go. It was so funny because I couldn't get this shiny for forever. I couldn't get it for forever. And I was like, I'm never going to get shiny Lickitung. It just doesn't want to sparkle for me. It doesn't want to be gold. However, I still do like the shiny. Once I got it, I felt like I just kept getting it all the time. But I do really like this shiny. I've seen it so much now, though, that I'm like, I think if I hadn't seen it as much as I had, I'd put it into A. But I think because I've seen it so much, I think it's going to go B tier for me. I think it's going to go B. I think it's just because I've seen it so much that I'm like, okay, I get it. It's cool, but I'd like to see something else, you know? Like, it's not bad. He is Slay Lyra. I agree. I wish Lickitung's tongue was a different color. I think so too. I think maybe if that had changed, like a purple, you know, kind of get like this sort of colorway going, that could have been nice. Gen 1 Mons tend to switch red and blue around to shinies. They do. And it's not a bad change. Coughing and Wheezing. Coughing for me is S tier. I love the shiny for Coughing. I think it's fantastic. Like, that colorway is super clean. Goes with the purple really well. I love it. I think it's an amazing shiny. Wheezing, I mean, Wheezing's really great too. Do I want to give them both? Or do I want to go... I think Wheezing gets A. I think it's just slightly off. But I think for me, Coughing is like, yeah, pretty great. Pretty great shiny. For what it is, that's a nice color switch. It looks really solid. Shiny Baby Squaver is kid-friendly. It's super cute. I mean, if you get a shiny Hitmonlee, you either got to name it Moldy Chicken or Pickle Rick. That's it. Now we're getting to the end of our list, you guys. We've got our last couple rows here. Now doing Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Okay. I think, guys, don't be upset at me, but Rhydon I just think it needs more. Rhyhorn, I'm gonna go C. Unfortunately, I have a similar thing to Lickitung where I have seen so many of these in Pokemon Go that I'm like, I want to see more. And I feel like it kind of fits in this category of like being very subtle, you know what I mean? Like, it's very subtle, but it's not owning it, like the change. It changes a lot, like in the sense of like the colorway, but it's not like a bold change, if you know what I mean. Like, not subtle, like, I get it gets a different shade, but when I mean subtle, I mean, I guess it's the other word I'm trying to use here for this type is it's a little underwhelming. Like, it's not carrying it super well. You know what I mean? S tier shinies, the teal and purple are amazing. If only they didn't have explosion. I agree, McTelligence. I agree. It's so much fun being on the stream. Oh, it's awesome to have you, Devin. I gotta go, Buttercup. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you, Divine. I appreciate that. You too. Oh, thank you, Joshua. That's very sweet. The name is also S tier. The bottom tiers are so sickly in this thing. I agree. They are very... Yes. Hey, Buttercup, inside excuse for keeping the stream going. No, you're a good guinea pig. Spaghetti time. Yes. Okay. Tangela. Tangela's shiny. I am wondering what other people think for this as well. This is another one of those, but I really enjoy this shiny. I think it's super nice and bright and vibrant, which I'm a big fan of. I think this is A tier. It's really, to me, it's like a radioactive bunch of wiggly worms. I love it. I think it's a really nice shiny. I mean, it's almost, to me, perfect. I think maybe I'm just like hesitant on giving it S because I'm like, maybe there's room for improvement. Because when I think S tier, I think like any shiny that I'd be like, yep, I'm stoked to have that on my team. You know what I mean? A is like, yep, that's cool, but you know, maybe I could take something else. B is sort of like, I could take it or leave it. C is like, all right, like I don't really want to, but I'll deal with it. And D is like, no, I'd rather not. So that's sort of how I'm going with the shinies, I guess. So yeah. Tangeli, oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think it's A for me. I think it's nice. S tier, I wouldn't be mad if you gave it an S tier, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be upset at it being an S tier in someone's list at all. I'd be like, yep, that's pretty valid. Me who encountered the shiny Alpha Tango for my Legends Arceus one time, that's fair. All right, nice. I like that. It fits the Pokemon well. I agree. And the Medusa Pokemon, it does look like it, doesn't it? Better than Tangrowth? Ooh, yeah, I was going to say, we don't have Tangrowth in this list, but we will eventually go there. Kangaskhan, the Australian Pokemon of Gen 1. The shiny on this, I don't hate this shiny. I actually don't hate it. I like the body color change. I think it's just a little bit on its head that I'm like, it's alright. Like, it's not too bad. I think for me, this is going to get a B tier. Like, it could be better, could be worse. I don't hate it. I like the shade its body turns. I just think that there could be like a little bit more to it, and then that would bump it up a lot for me. So I don't dislike that though. I think it's a nice colorway overall. Okay. Horsey. I feel for Horsey that it's going to have to be an S tier for me. I think Horsey is a great shiny colorway. I think it's super, super nice. It looks super clean, very vibrant, fits the Pokemon super well. You've got a little bit of that pinkening on the fin and like with the little belly, but it's not enough that it pulls away. It keeps it subtle in line with the red eyes. It looks super, super good. It looks super, super good. SS, I agree with you. I think it's an S tier as well. I think it's amazing. Now we've got Seadra. Seadra's not bad, but I don't like Seadra as much as I like Horsey. If I'm being very, very honest with you, I definitely prefer Horsey. I think Seadra's nice in the blue that it changes, but I think this is where the red gets a little too much, like the orangey red on the tummy. So I think for me, Seadra is probably going to be... Would it be B or would it be A? I think it'd be A. I think I'd give it A. I do like it a lot. I just think maybe if it had a... I don't know, maybe just had a little bit of like a more soft pink instead of a more orange pink, then that would have looked nice on that. But yeah, that's my opinion. 501 Victory Bell, that's it. Will you do more of these in the future? I definitely plan to in the future. It might be a little while before I do the next couple ones, but I would definitely be down to do other generations if you guys would want to see that sort of thing. It's been pretty fun so far. Kira, hi, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Can we just skip the Goldeen line? Oh, but this is some lore for you guys. Goldeen was the first ever shiny Pokemon I ever found. Ever. It was in Pokemon Sapphire. It was the Game Boy Advance cartridge plugged into a DS. And I found it, and it was the thing that really got me kickstarted into Pokemon. Now, the thing with Goldeen is it is incredibly subtle. It is incredibly subtle. But I gotta be honest with you guys, this is definitely gonna be like bias here. There's gonna be bias on this shiny because it was my first ever shiny Pokemon I ever found. So for me, don't hate me you guys, but for me it's gotta go in S because of the nostalgia being my first ever shiny Pokemon. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I can't forget the memories I feel when I look at that Pokemon, so you guys are going to have to let that one slide. For my first ever shiny ever, I have to give Goldeen S tier. Okay? I got to do that. That's my bias coming in on that one for sure. I did catch it. I did. People are being very respectful here, so I say you should do more. They are being very respectful. I appreciate you guys so much. I would love more of these. Super nice and cozy to listen to. Well, I appreciate that, Ninja. I'm glad. Maz, hi! I'm glad you put Raichu in A tier. It's one of my favorites. It is nice. It is nice, for sure. I just made a shiny Victory Bell. That's why I said it. Oh, okay. No, I got you. I just don't like the Pokemon in general. No, that is completely fair. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm okay, just tired. No, that's not good, Kirill. It's great to get to see you, and my weekend has been good. Thank you. Nani, I know. It's because it's my first ever Pokemon. Goldeen's got to go on S tier for the nostalgia. Thank you, Akira. There's always bias in a subjective tier list, so it's all good. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. Krabby be like, go and pinch Buttercup for putting me so low. It will. It probably will. I respect that my first ever shiny Zubat holds a special place in my heart. That's it. I'm glad to see that you guys get where I'm coming from with that. Even evolutions better be S tier or I'm gonna cause universal destruction. Well, we are getting up to those soon, aren't we? We're getting very close. All right. Seeking, though, I don't have as much nostalgia for Seeking. And if I'm looking objectively at the shiny, it is, I feel like, almost more subtle. Maybe I'm delusional. But I think for me, it still has a little bit of that. I'm gonna give it B, because I just don't know how else they could change it to make it work really well within the design that it has. Because I think that orange, white, and black looks super clean as a color palette for this shiny, like for this Pokemon in general. Like the color palette is super nice. So it would, I think in my opinion, this would be a very hard Pokemon to design the shiny where it would look good, but also like naturally feels like it would fit as a shiny. Like, you know, like with Tangela, it's a very vibrant, crazy pop, but it does work. Whereas I think with other Pokemon, that can be the case, but not work as well. So, like, you know, I would say Golduck is a pretty vibrant colorway, but it just doesn't seem to read as well because I think it doesn't fit the design as much, in my opinion. Actually managed to get 3 shiny Raichus in Area 0. That's so good. Wonder what Buttercup's opinion on me is. Shiny Typhlosion. We will get there for sure. And hi, Jakai. Good to see you. And Alex, hi. I love your Golden story. And also Seeking was one of the first shinies I ever found. Very solid. It's not bad. It's just, it's hard for this one for me because I'm trying to think how else would you be able to change it where it would fit fluently. Like, you know, that's what I think. Why are the Patrick shinies so good? They're just solid. That's it. Well, okay, this is another one where I'm going to say I feel like some of the older sprites look really good for Staryu, and I think it's kind of changed a little bit as the games have gone on. But I think going off of the original Staryu kind of colorway, I know I don't do this for all the Pokemon, but I think Staryu is actually an S tier shiny. I think it's a really nice shiny. It's one you definitely want to see on the screen. It just pops. It looks so nice with that blue. I'm a big fan of it. Starmie, I don't like as much. I think it's similar to Seadra or maybe Golduck, which kind of linger around that A or high B sort of area. I'm gonna give that one, I think, an A tier. I like it. I think I'm gonna sit it right next to Golduck, actually. I like it, but it's just not as, it doesn't hit the same as Staryu does. Onto the Shining Stars. That's it. That's it. I do the same for Shiny Pidgey. Since that was my first ever shiny, I caught it in Pokemon Gold. Oh, I love that bagel. It's S for me. The colors a lot. Wait, I like the shiny a lot, and it's kind of sad with Starmie shiny, but I like it still. Yeah, it's not too bad, but Staryu definitely takes the cake. Yeah, on Easter, on all days. Oh no, Godzilla. Did you put Horsey in S tier? The color is so bright and nice. I did put it in S tier. I'm a big fan of shiny Horsey. Oh, Edukai, thank you for being a member for a full year, the whole 12 months. That is amazing. It's been great to have you as part of the channel as a member. I appreciate that so much, Edukai. A whole year. Thank you for your support. And I know you've been with the channel even longer than that, so I appreciate you. Both stars have such clean shinies. Staryu S tier and Starmie A tier. Yeah, for sure. They're up there. Like this is a high B. I want you to know this is a high B for me. Buttercup, what are your thoughts on the shiny of the secret 4th evolution in Gen 1, Sigmanion? I haven't seen that one, so I don't know. When is Pickle Night coming out? It's coming up very soon. We're getting there. Starmie doesn't look... It just doesn't have the same impact, I think, as Staryu does, for sure. Now, shiny... This is one of those ones where I'm taking the design out. I don't hate Mr. Mime. I know a lot of people do, but I don't hate it. I also have to say... I think it's an S tier shiny. I think Mr. Mime shiny is really, really good. This is a shiny I need to hunt on the channel, honestly. If I'm being really honest, I wanted to hunt it for April Fool's Day this year, but I just didn't end up getting around to doing it because with moving and everything like that, it all happened at like the worst time. But it is a shiny I definitely want to hunt. If I don't hunt it for April Fool's next year, I'm hoping that I'll hunt that this year at some point because I think it would be so good. I love the shiny. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. My first shiny was a Nickit, but that was pretending to be a Wooloo. Oh, that's funny. Love seeing Psyduck and Coughing in S tier. They're just solid, aren't they? They're solid. Mr. Mime is really nice. I'm very happy to have it sitting in S tier. I love my Clownmon. It's good. It's very good. And what do I think about Mr. Mime in the Detective Pikachu movie? It's a little creepy in that movie. I'm not gonna lie. Shiny Horsey was my very first shiny in Alpha Sapphire chain fishing without the shiny charm. That was amazing. Wow, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, now Scyther. Scyther here is a nice, it's subtle because we've only got those pink bits. I remember the first time I saw it, I thought it looked a little bit fleshy. I'm not gonna lie, but I like when you look at it from there, like the pop of it. I don't hate it because it's vibrant, but it's not my favorite shiny, which sucks because Scyther is actually one of my, it's the top tier Gen 1 Pokemon for me. I think I'm going to put it in B. It could go either way. It could be better, could be worse, but I'm not mad at that. The shiny is good despite how much I hate it. That's it. And we're looking at the shiny here. We're not judging the actual Pokemon. We're going for the shiny. It's weird that there's female Mr. Mimes. Like, if you could have a female one, I would nickname Mrs. Mime because it's female. I think that would be probably the best nickname. Shiny Rhyhorn. For me, the thing with Rhyhorn is I've seen so many in Pokemon Go that I've become a little bit desensitized. And I think because I've seen it so much, I've kind of lost a little bit of the spark for Rhyhorn. I think I was debating between putting it in B. I wasn't sure, but I think if I just went with my gut feeling, I think I'd like to see something a little bit more with Rhyhorn. I think what would have been cool for Rhyhorn was if it got really like a really dark shade, like a really dark gray. I think I would have really liked to have seen something like that. That would have bumped it up a bunch for me, but I think I've just seen it so much and I think I want a little bit more. Scyther belongs in B tier. I mean D tier. I don't mind it. I don't mind it if I'm being honest. I like the green and the pink. It's just not a big change. You know what I mean? Do you have any shinies with the destiny mark? I do not, Corey. I definitely wanted to go for one though. Let's pretend to be Wooloo. Oh, that's cool, Mitz. Who's going to stay up all night shiny hunting and watching anime? That sounds like a good night. I'll be working on videos after the stream today. I got a lot of stuff to do. Shiny Jinx is B. Shiny Jinx is another subtle one. It's very subtle. I don't hate it. I just think, like, could they have changed the dress color and the hair color? That could have been kind of fun. So I think for me, I think it is a B tier, if I'm being honest. I think it's a B tier. I don't hate it. I love Smoochum Shiny, which is going to be a whole debate, I'm sure, when we get around to that generation. It's not horrible, but it's just not, it's not enough. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I feel for this. I'm like, it would have been really cool to see the dress change, maybe the hair, something like that. Maybe, you know, but like I said, we got to give credit to Gen 1 being that it was all done by computers. So, you know, it is what it is with that. Ooh, Electabuzz and Magmar. Okay, okay. These are going to be interesting. Electabuzz, I think I'm going to put Electabuzz in C. I'm not the biggest fan of the shiny. I'm going to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of the shiny. It's very... it's just lacking for me. Whereas Magmar... I'm going to put Magmar in B. I would rate it a high B though, if I'm being honest. Just because I like the pink on it. It's really nice. You know what? Actually, no, the more I think about it, I'd put it in A. I'd put it in A. I really do like it. It's not perfect to me, but it's really nice. I just don't know what I would change to make it like that full S tier shiny. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I would need to do to get it there, but I just know that I can't give it an S. I don't think it quite deserves to sit in B. I think it's a little bit nicer to me, but I don't know. I don't know. TC, hi. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Ditto reminds me of Blueberry Bubblegum. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Currently hunting for Elgium for my shiny shield team because I've already one of my targets being Swirlix. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Well, I wish you luck. I've seen shiny Magmar too many times, but it's an S tier for me. It is really nice. It is really nice. Another Pokemon that I really like is Pinsir. Pinsir's going to get A as well. I really like the contrast with the horns and then the body color. I don't know if everybody feels that way about it. It's nice. I really like the purple on the body a lot. I think it works really well for the Pokemon itself. It fits really well. It's a pretty color. The horns contrast really nicely off of two. They balance off. I mean, I think this is an A tier. It's really, really cool. I mean, to make it an S, once again, I don't know how I would change it to get it to an S, but I think it's pretty solid the way that it is. I wish shiny Pinsir was recognizable more. It is gorgeous. You don't think that's... I think that's pretty solid though. I'm not going to lie. Just my opinion though. Both Eevee and Porygon shiny, absolutely flawless. Yeah, we're getting close to those now, aren't we? Tauros. Okay, I think Tauros is a really cool Pokemon from Gen 1. I love the design originally, but the shiny is what we're here to talk about. And for me, shiny Tauros, at least this sprite doesn't do very much for me. If we're talking like the 2DS sprite, I think it looks like the 2D sprite. I think it looks a lot better in a shiny form. But looking at what it is now, it's very... yeah, it's kind of lacking for me, if I'm being honest. I think it's one of those, once again, where it kind of... it's underwhelming. Like, the color palette doesn't make the Pokemon like pop to me. And that's what I like about shinies. I like when they pop. I like when they're in their face. I like when you put all that time. Because, you know, with shiny Pokemon, you can be spending hours and hours and hours, days, weeks, even months shiny hunting. If I'm going to do all that for a Pokemon, I want to be like, yes, this was worth it. You know what I mean? And I just think I don't get that for Tauros, sadly. Why is Snorlax so late into the decks? I have no idea. That is strange, isn't it? That's probably because I adore purple way too much. Hey, purple shinies is great. Like, the purple is just such a good color. I want to see more of it. I want to see more purple shinies always. I think they look fantastic. Like, why is Snorlax next to the legendary birds? I don't know. It just is. Taurus is S for me. Oh, really? Fair enough. Fair enough. I like it. I like the discourse on the different opinions. Now we're coming to Magikarp. You guys, I think I'm going to have like so many... This is where we're going to start putting a lot of stuff really high up. Magikarp, especially now with the proper gold, it's S tier. I think it looks fantastic. I think it's really, really cool. Shiny Gyarados, guys. I hunted the flying one in Legends, Arceus, and... Come on. Like, for a lot of people, this is their first shiny because of the one you could get in Lake of Rage. I mean, it's a fantastic shiny. It works super well. I can't give it anything lower than an S. It deserves its place in S tier. It's a fantastic shiny. It looks great. The red balances super well. I love it. I love it. It looks so, so good. Boricon better be S tier. I'm going to digitize you. I'm going to be honest about my opinions. That's all I'll say. Snorlax is the last little non-legendary besides Dragonite. You are correct. Magikarp and Gyarados a chef's kiss. I absolutely agree. Buttercup, you should hunt it in Heart Gold Soul Silver. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Lapras, yes, Lapras time now. Lapras, again, A tier. Oh, no, wait, S tier. Not A, S tier, the highest rank. Lapras is probably one of my favorite top 5 favorite shinies in Gen 1. I think it looks amazing. The purple is super, super good. And even though like the peach body color that like the undergoes looks really nice with the purple, which I never thought would have paired that well, but it looks amazing. Let's go. I was waiting to see Magikarp and S tier. Thank you. Of course. Of course. Red. The other red is an automatic S for me too. It looks fantastic. The next few mons are just going to be bangers. You're not wrong. This is where we get to some very, very solid shinies, which you guys already know. I love Ditto. Shiny Ditto, gonna be straight up in S tier. It looks amazing. The blue is solid. Like, they picked the perfect color for it. We've got Eevee. Eevee is S tier for me as well. I love the shiny. I like the 2D sprite, I think, a little bit more because I think it looks a little bit more on, like, the white side. Even if you look at shiny Eevee in, like, Sun and Moon, it looks a little bit more white. But even still, I really, really like it. I think it looks really, really good. Easiest S tier of my life is Vaporeon. Vaporeon is one of the best looking shiny evolutions in my opinion. It's up there with Umbreon and Sylveon to me. They look absolutely amazing. Like, the purple is just super, super clean. It's a nice shiny all round. I mean, you know, I can't fault that at all. Shiny Magikarp and Gyarados are iconic. They belong in S for sure. For sure. Like, you can't dispute how fantastic they are. Also have a shiny Lapras and Ultramoon named after you, which is so cool, Steven. I think I remember you telling me about that, which is fantastic. Then we have Jolteon and Flareon. Now, this might be a bit of a surprise, but I absolutely love shiny Flareon a lot. Shiny Flareon for me goes into S tier. I love it. I know that it's a subtle change. It's not as big as, you know, Umbreon or Sylveon, but I think about it, I'm just like, I love Flareon shiny so much. I think it looks amazing. I think it's just so nice. It's a beautiful colorway. The orange goes really nice with the yellow. I mean, I love it. It was, even when I shiny hunted it, you guys might remember back when I was like starting to do videos, the evolutions were some of the first targets I went for, and oh my gosh, Flareon just captured my heart for the shiny. I think it's amazing. I think it's really, really good. Can turn itself into literal water like it's nothing. It can just disintegrate into water. Oh, true. Yeah, I think it deserves S as well. Jolteon's going to be a little bit trickier, though. I'm not going to lie. I'll be honest about Jolteon. It's hard. I see Vaporeon as like a purple-pink, like a magenta kind of color. Not magenta as such, but maybe this bit's a magenta, like Sharpedo. But then the body to me looks like, I don't know. It's like a purple-pink. It's hard for me to say. Shiny Vaporeon should have been white, so no, I will not be answering questions. No, you're all good. Fun fact, Ditto is a... Well, I guess you know what I always thought is having like albino shinies would be really cool, like having them turn white. Because I think that a lot of Pokemon, if you turn the shiny either white or black, it's going to look fantastic no matter what. Vaporeon is shiny purple. I always see it as like a purpley pink. It's hard for me to say. Jolteon is probably my least favorite shiny of the three, which is really sad because I love Jolteon's design. I think it's amazing. But in terms of the shiny, I think I got to give it... I'm taking the fact that it's Jolteon away and just looking at the shiny. I got to give it a C. If I'm being honest, I love Jolteon, but the shiny is very underwhelming for what I think they could do. I think even if they wanted to keep the yellow and white, they could have done something with the ears and the eyes like a bit more extreme to make it like pop more. Because like I said, the way I think about it is if I was spending, you know, months shiny hunting a Pokemon and I see the shiny at the end, I want to be like, how worth it was the struggle. So I think it's going to go C for me. All right, Porygon. Porygon is a good shiny. I'm not going to lie. It's a good shiny. Do I give it an S tier though? It's a really nice colorway. It's hard because I think I'm a little bit spoiled with Porygon because of Pokemon Go. Because I remember Pokemon Go Day. I think that was the most shinies I'd ever gotten in a day was shiny Porygon. So I'd seen it so much. If I'm going to take that bias away, which I want to be consistent, but then sometimes I feel like I'm not. So you'll have to excuse me on that. Really looking at it. When I look at it fresh and don't like hold it to anything else, I'm like, that's a really good shiny. That's like a really good shiny. And I think the older sprites I like even more. I don't want to downplay it. This is hard. This is probably the hardest one that I've had to pick because I'm like, it's either S or A. It's either one of those and I just don't know where I want to sit it. I think that's where I'm struggling a little bit with this. I'm going to sit it in A, but I might move it around. I might end up moving it around. I think it's a really nice shiny, but I think I've just seen it so much that it's like lost a little bit of its like charm for me. I might come back to that one though and change it around. So we'll see how we go. Recently for the first time, I like the later stages of the Pokemon more though. I think I'm in the same boat as you, Ninja. I think I'm in the same boat. Jolteon should be blue like a bolt of lightning. That would be cool, Nathan. I think that would be actually very cool. If you ever get a shiny Porygon, you should name it Poryjon. That would be funny. Purple shinies are just way too good for me. I agree. Purple shinies do look fantastic, which we've got our little fossil boys down here finally catching up to them. I think I'm going to say Omanyte is going to go into S because I've always loved that shiny. Omastar's gonna go into A. I think it's not quite an S because I think that this color is very fun and bouncy and it fits Omanyte's design. Whereas I think for this one, it doesn't fit as well with the design, if that makes sense. Like it's still nice, but it's not quite there. Ooh. Kabuto, I'm gonna put in A. I really like the green. Kabutops, I think... This is hard. These ones are hard because I haven't seen them in a while and I haven't hunted these ones yet. So I'm like a bit more, how do I feel about it? It changes your opinion, I think, when you've also hunted it and seen the sparkles. So yeah, I don't know. Now I have 2 out of 9 gens complete for my SLD. That's awesome, guinea pig. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Kabuto and Tops are both amazing. I love the lime green. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. But do I give it... I'm just so conflicted on the shiny. Because I think here I'm not seeing... Like, it's not giving it justice. Whereas I think in the actual game, it would look a lot better. That's where I think I'm struggling. A lot better than Kabutops. Yeah, I think Akira, I'm feeling similarly. I think I'm going to go B. But I think in game it would probably look a bit better. I've never hunted this one, so I'm like, I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to see. Jade Kabuto is one of my favorites. It's a really nice shiny. I'm not gonna lie, it is very solid. I had an old channel, whenever I was in a live chat, the name was highlighted everywhere. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Yeah, we're doing the list and I am round. Yo, I love your videos. Oh, that's so sweet. I appreciate that, I am round. I love your little profile picture. That's adorable. Lovely to have you in the stream. Now we're at Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's a nice shiny, but no, I can't even say but. I like Aerodactyl shiny a lot. I think for me, this one's going to go A tier. I actually really like it. Maybe it's subtle, but I think it really works. I think it looks really good on this Pokemon. The colorway is super, super clean. I like the combo. It fits well. I think it fits Aerodactyl pretty well. Not perfect, but I'd say it's pretty good. Pretty good. And I'm not bad for you. Thank you. I appreciate you asking. As much as I love pink shinies, Aerodactyl looks like raw chicken. COD. You think it looks like raw chicken? I guess I kind of could see it because of the tummy. I think the tummy is what gives it that kind of look. But I think because it's a little bit more on the purple side, I actually really like it. I don't know why. I'm not even going to speak about Aerodactyl because you already know what I'm going to say. No, you're all good, McTelligence. You are all good. Now, Snorlax. Okay. I actually do like Snorlax as shiny, although I find it to be very subtle. It's not a D tier for me, and I wouldn't even say it's a C tier for me. I think that the color, it's hard because Snorlax is so iconic the way that it is kind of hard for me to imagine it being any other color and still having the same essence of what that Pokemon is. I think for me, Snorlax is going to get a B. I don't actually think it's horrible. I don't dislike it at all, if I'm being honest. I don't hate the shiny. I just think, like, it's not the biggest change, so it feels weird to put it up with, like, Horsey or, like, even to put it with, like, you know, Bulbasaur or Venusaur. But then I also think, like, you know, is it enough of a change? Like, it's not bad, but it's not like I'm not overwhelmed by it, if that makes sense. Mew is perfect. Mew is a great shiny. I can't wait to talk about that one. It'll be a very solid one to end on. Snorlax may be a little subtle, but it still looks pretty good. A tier for me. No, that's fair. I think it's cruising around B for me, if I'm honest. Ooh, now the legendary bird trio. Okay, well, I think Articuno for me. I like shiny Articuno. I don't think it looks bad at all. It's only lighter, but I don't know if everybody likes that or not. I think for myself, though, I like it in an A. I think it looks good in an A. I think Zapdos is very, 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 very subtle, and I'm scared for the day that I have to hunt shiny Zapdos because it's going to be a struggle. I think Zapdos goes in D tier for the shiny. I just don't think it changes enough. Maybe when I see it in the overworld, it'll change my mind. But looking at it like that, I'm like, yeah, that's like what, a shade darker, if that. So yeah, I don't know if I could go more than that. Maybe a little subtle, yeah, but that's it. Well, I have several shiny generation starters completed save for generations 2 and 3, which is so good. Both are subtle and nice except for Zapdos, which is kind of sad. I static and rubber chicken. It is rubber chicken. Rubber chicken, I mean, the pink, this to me is the epitome of like the raw chicken, but I kind of think it's funny. And because I think it's funny, I'm going to put it in A alongside Articuno. I like that it changes a lot and it's pink. Like I said, when you put pink on a bird Pokemon though, it can tend to look a little bit like a raw chicken. But, you know, we gave Metapod an A because it looks like a Cheeto. So we can't switch up now. Oh, Dratini and Dragonair. We are going to have to put these ones in S tier. You guys already know. Pink Shiny's done perfectly. Don't they look fantastic? I mean, come on. Come on. They look amazing. I love them. I love them so much. They are just fantastic shinies. The pink looks super clean. I'm a big fan. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big fan. It could have been a lot better. I agree. Moltres is a burnt chicken burp. It is. It is. Alakazam is so trash me. Alakazam and me have some beef from Legends. No, that is understandable, Steph. I can understand. When I hunted Zapdos and Let's Go, I was actually surprised by how noticeable it actually is, which I'm thinking maybe that will change my mind, but as it stands looking at the sprite like that, that's what I'm going to go with. My personal faves, very nice. Oh yeah, I was going to say the whole line is good. Now this is one that's going to be interesting because I have heard so many people have so many opinions on Dragonite. I think Dragonite is A tier. I wish it would have turned pink, but I don't dislike it. It's a high A tier for me. I actually think I really like the purple and the green on this one. Together, it actually looks really, really good. So I'm a big fan. Also, did I say hi to you, Ghost? Hi, Ghost. Welcome. You made it in time. We're actually wrapping up the stream. We're doing our last couple of favorites here for the tier list. Dratini, Dragonair, amazing. And then Dragonite is a disappointment. I still like Dragonite quite a bit. I'm not going to lie. I know not everyone feels that way, but I actually do like it. I think it would have been S if it was pink. but it just misses out because of that. Rare opinion, but Dragonite is one of my favorite shinies. It's a good one, Akira. I'm with you on that. In case of Mewtwo, I like the green, but since it's mutant, no, that's fair. That's fair. Kind of hungry? Oh, I feel that, Ghost. I'm probably going to get some lunch after the stream. No, that's all good. All good for you. Good to get to see you. Peace, Dragon. That's it. All right, and now down to our final 2 rankings. I think you guys probably know where these 2 are going to go. I think Shiny Mewtwo and Shiny Mew, probably my favorite shiny of this generation. They're going in S tier. Easily for me, they got to go in S tier. Now let me just zoom out so we can get a bit of a bigger look at this and see. Have I got that on the stream? I gotta wait a second for it to come through. Davin, hi, good to see you. You better put Machop up because that's my cop. Get it? Machop and my cop. Okay, that was a good try. It was a good try. I appreciate it. I'm surprised that Mewtwo doesn't have the blue like Mew. I know, it would have been so cool. Considering the fact that I actually have a shiny Mewtwo that I caught in Dynamax Adventures, I would actually give it either a high A or S. No, that's very fair. Very, very fair. Easy S tiers, absolutely. Mewtwo and Mew are definitely S's. We added special forms now. I'm gonna leave the special forms for another time, I think. I think I'll probably do all of like the special forms for their own stream because there is so many. So that'll include like the Alolan forms, Dynamax forms, Mega forms. We'll do that all in its own stream. But I think for that, I'm gonna wrap it up there, you guys. I think I'm pretty happy. I'm just having another look to see if anything needs to move now that I'm looking at it. Looking purely at the shiny colorways, what do I think about what I've done here? Is there anything that I would change? Is there anything that needs to be moved up? Is there anything that needs to move down? I don't know. Gosh. But it looks really, really good, I think, so far for me. I know people are going to have their own opinions about everything that I've picked. I know not everyone's going to agree with all the selections, but I think overall, I'm pretty content with this list. I think I'm pretty content with this list. I think on certain days, there might be a couple ones that I would like switch around between these 2. I think my S is really solid. I don't think I'd take anything out of my S. I think I'm very, very happy with that, so I'd probably keep that there. I don't know if I'd move any of these up to S from here. I think everything's sort of like, I think it's more this A and B tier is where I'm like, maybe I would mix things around and stuff like that. But I think overall, I'm pretty content with the list as it is. And I think I've done a pretty good job of explaining where I stand with most of these. Obviously, you know, the bias comes into it and I've tried to be as transparent when that is the case. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for being here, though, and keeping me company during this shiny tier list stream. This was a lot of fun. It was nice to do something different, and I'd definitely be down in the future to go on and do the other generations. Maybe every once in a while we'll go ahead and we'll do Gen 2, then we'll just kind of move along and kind of do that every couple weeks or something. If you guys are down, I think that would be a lot of fun. You guys are way too nice. You guys are amazing. You really are. You are too, Foyer. Have a nice day. You too, Guinea Pig. Thanks for being here. See you if I haven't talked much. No, you're a good joker. I appreciate you being here. It's hard because I try to read the chat and also do a lot of talking at the same time. So I hope I was okay. I'm sorry if I missed anybody talking or any chats or anything like that. Just trying to focus on stuff. Sometimes that will happen, but I appreciate you guys all being here and being part of the stream. I was so late. No, you're a good ghost. Well, I was going to say, we've got the list there. So hopefully that kind of gives an idea of where I sit with the shinies for Gen 1. Bye Foya, good to have you. Don, thank you so much for the $20. This tier list is good, but Pikachu is debatable, but in the end, solid. Have a good day, Buttercup. Enjoy editing. Aw. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. Yeah, some things I can't explain, but listen, I appreciate that you guys still respect me, or at least respect my thoughts on that. Thank you so much for the donation, Don. I appreciate that, and you have a wonderful day too. I will definitely be working hard on that editing. It's different than my opinions. Cancel Buttercup. That's it, Akira, isn't it? There we go. Just got some more. Nice. That's awesome. Well, good night, Devin. I appreciate you. You take care, and you're very sweet to me too. Hopefully, I'll catch you guys in a future stream soon. Thank you for the nice, cozy stream. Always love listening to you and vibing with the stream. I'm glad I could catch it. It was awesome to have you, Ninja. You take care, all right? I appreciate that a lot. It was fun. Yeah, we should definitely do another one of these sometime soon. Solid tier list, I agree with a good deal of it. I'm glad, Sherry. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Great list, great stream, down for more. Thank you, Destroyer. Destroyer. I always struggle with your name, but I like say it away in my head, and then when I say it out loud, I'm like, it never sounds the same. But I appreciate that, and it was awesome to have you. I like this idea. Thank you, Kira. Thank you guys for convincing me to do it. It was really fun. I appreciate it. Goodbye, Akira. Good night, Ninja. Thanks for the great stream. Thank you, Intelligence. I appreciate that. It was awesome having you here. Goodbye, that one weird kid. I died in my Minecraft Survivor world again. No! Hopefully you'll be able to get your stuff back. You have a great day too, SS. No, you are, Foye. Don't even stress. It was good to see you in the stream. Corey says, well, thus far was fun. Hope you do the other gens. See you next time. Also, what ball works for Shiny Mewtwo? Ooh, for Shiny Mewtwo, that's hard. I don't know. It's hard. I'm struggling to pick off the top of my head. Because I feel like the nest ball wouldn't do it justice. That's a hard one to pick. Maybe, I know that the red might not go, but I feel like the premier ball could work in a weird way. I don't know. I might be wrong on that though. Mitz, goodbye. Thank you for being part of the stream. I appreciate you heaps. Take care. You have a wonderful day as well, Ghost. It was a lot of fun today. Thanks for the stream. I hope you have a good day, Buttercup. Thank you, Fox. I appreciate that. You have a wonderful day too. It was a lot of fun. You have a wonderful day as well, Kira. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that for you, and same to you. I hope you take care. Happy to be here. It was awesome to have you, Guinea Pig. Take care. You're awesome. Goodbye, Mitz. Goodbye, Foy. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being a part of the stream. It was a lot of fun, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.